Alright guys, and welcome to Dope Check episode number 109. The boys are back, Don's back on the show as well, and we have an awful lot to talk about. The Esports World Cup is just around the corner. Next week, Paris, it's official, the final event of the season, way more than $1 million on the line. FaZe are the reigning champions out of the World Championship. Can they go back-to-back as they did? Well, they nearly did a couple of years ago. They won the World Cup. They bombed out of the tournament before that. We've got a lot to discuss. Some teams making roster changes. Other teams maybe not making roster changes, but maybe they should have done. We've got some tier lists to dive into. We've got some all sorts of other drama as well that we've got to talk about. Gentlemen, it's good to be back. Trey, what's good? Different setup today. The stream's going to see it in more detail when we expand. Look, you know how it is a Dope Check. It's with the Globetrotters, you never know where we could be at any given episode, and today's no exception.
Yeah, well, I'm still in Vegas. Shock. No,
Right.
I'm not gambling my heart away. No, I've not been stranded and lost all my money and can't fly home.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm staying here for a few days before my flight to Toronto. Yeah, that's right. I'm going to the Toronto.
That's what it does, but
We're going to a different place. You don't see it, but I do have the American flag to my right, so salute. You know, America. I was out shooting some guns yesterday.
Yep, with Big Swoop.
No, not Big Swoop.
Right.
No, unfortunately, it wasn't
Right.
with Big Swoop. I didn't get an invite to that one actually.
Interesting. Interesting.
So guess what? I didn't do. I didn't invite him to my shooting range.
Right.
So, and he was shooting like some little guns and stuff like that. You see me? I'm pumping shotguns and shit. I'm firing snipers.
Not 50 cal.
Nah, probably
That
not.
was
Nah.
blown the shoulder out of the socket, I think, mate.
I would have been just like armless this
Right,
episode.
yeah.
But no, still in Vegas. That's why the setup's different. That's why the camera quality is way better because everyone just has a better setup than me at home, I guess.
Yeah.
It tends to be how it is realistically. You know, we just get stacked up in Elgato. My friend Rod, he's got a goddamn Nikon camera, Nikon, goddamn NASA station PC. Yeah, like you said, Rab Globetrotters, you never know where we're at. Next week, you're probably going to be swimming in Bulgaria. So, like, who knows?
You're actually not far off, to be fair. So, but Don, welcome back. It was a shame to miss you last week, but you know, maybe it had to be done.
Yeah, it had to be done. I was definitely tweaked out that day. But yeah, I mean the day from my point of view was crazy just because shit, I just went on a fucking solo mission at the casino downstairs and I just seen the Miami Heretics and I decided to sit at their table and then we just cashed the fuck out. I think who's the coach? Lucky? Is it?
Yeah.
Lucky, Method Sick, those two coaches.
Oh yeah, both of them. Yeah. Lucky was cashing. Lucky made the same amount as me. Lucky made like 4 bands.
Damn.
Dude, they had a whole bunch of black chips. I was on Mars every time I looked up because the side bet was if the dealer hits 22. It's like
Right.
it's a bust. Obviously, the dealer busts, but he can't bust at 23. Obviously, if he busts at 23, I still win the hand.
Right.
But to win the side bet, he has to bust at 22 specifically. I hit that shit like 6 times.
Damn.
And won $500 every single time. I was playing $25 hands.
I will say,
It's like,
I was sat next to Don. All right, I was stood behind him. He didn't
you
know
were
what
there?
fucking.
I didn't even see Trey. See, I was on. Trey was
Yeah.
there.
No, I was stood behind you because if you remember this, Don, you complained about the game you were playing.
Oh yeah. I was like, what the fuck am I playing? Yep, I remember that.
It was like one-handed blackjack,
Yeah. Yeah.
Right.
and I'm
okay.
like, and Don already bet like, I want to say like $500 before he realized what the fucking game he was playing. He bet and goes, hang the fuck on, why have I only got one fucking card? What kind of fucking bullshit you got me playing here, guys? And I was like, bro, this thing's dumb as hell. Like, what kind of game is this? It's just a guaranteed hit. Like, it's just a guaranteed hit every time.
Yeah,
So,
you have to hit. Yeah.
I didn't get it, but Dom was running it up. The Spanish were running it up, and I was like, fuck it. Cool.
Fuck it.
I played a bit of blackjack with Don. Was that earlier that day? Or was that like
Was
was
it?
that the day before?
Oh, I'm telling
You
you,
even
bro,
remember
like
this?
that-
Like
the only thing I
we were
remember
just
that
playing,
night,
like-
I remember seeing Dante Sib. He handed me a cigarette, and I was like, the only reason why, because I don't smoke cigarettes, so I randomly smoke a cigarette in the casino. I remember I was just on fucking Mars, like, like just vibing. And then I was like, when I went up big, I started telling the table, I'm like, yo, as soon as we start losing, tell me to get off the table. Like I was spamming that every win. I'm like, yo, I need this cash. Like, tell me to leave. Tell me to leave. And then as soon as we lost one time, he's like, yo, I think it's time for you to go. I'm like, you're right. And I just disappeared into the night.
Oh, God.
Great.
Yeah. No, I think it was earlier that night, actually, we were playing a bit. Like, because you were coaching me and shit. Like, I had like 9
probably,
and then 2. I had like 11
I went down 500.
against 7 on the dealer. And you were like, double that shit. I don't know how to play blackjack.
Yeah, probably.
And we won that shit. Yeah.
But yeah, it was crazy. Even like recent events came home. There was like a big misunderstanding just with the Bush. And I mean, I don't know if we'll get into that, his own topic, but yeah. I'm still coach. I'm in the game right now. I'm coaching the boys. I can't really pay attention because we're obviously doing the show, but I'm in the lobby. And if we qualify through the LCQ, then I'll go to the World Cup. So yeah.
Okay, well, there you go. So, I mean, look, we'll just dive into it. I'm down to start off with the Bush. To be fair, I did actually have this one to bring up. EasyMac just tweeted this out. We got the Emmy Award. Look at it. What a handsome man. It was actually great to see Austin out there in Vegas. I only got to see him very briefly. He was playing what was he playing? He was playing some craps, I think, at the Luxor. And then I ran into him real quick. I didn't see him the rest of the weekend, unfortunately. It would have been nice to spend more time with him. But is this the same Emmy that I'm assuming this is the same Emmy that Study got, right? Like I guess they just won it as talent. I don't know if anyone knows any different about this. Maybe they all get an Emmy. I'm not sure. But
that's probably what it is.
That's probably what it is anyway. But because I thought maybe Study got it for like a specific casting moment or something. But anyway, I thought that was pretty cool. I know that COD obviously gets some stick, but I do think the guys and girls behind the scenes and all the casting talent deserve a bit more credit than they get. So I thought this was cool to see. The other thing I wanted to get into, actually, maybe we'll come back to this one, but Kenny, right? So we talked a little bit about Modern Warfare 4. And Ken said the other day, and I'm sure that this echoes with you, Trey, from what I'm seeing right now, I ain't playing that game. The game is awful. I talked to a couple of people some people have played it already. I don't know, like if anyone's really said anything about it, but you know how it is. Like people get early access, play the game, like the devs invite them out, especially those that live out in LA. I mean, look, as far as I can tell, it just looks like MW19 and Modern Warfare 2. I'm not expecting much. I think it's a game that Kenny could be pretty good at. But yeah. I think Ken he might have like greater ambitions. I don't know. Like, I don't know if you can talk much about this, Don, but obviously he ran up the Pro League qualifier for Apex.
Yeah, I know what the play. I mean, he's on the OpTic watch party.
Yeah. Okay.
So he's on OpTic, basically. You know, essentially, he's on the OpTic watch party. He's going to be on the OpTic watch party next year. If he would have qualified, that would have been a great opportunity to maybe, you know, be a little Apex team. You know, so I think he enjoys Apex. I think just to use myself as an example, because my girl, like at the beginning of the year, I was like, should I play or should I coach and do content? And it's not, and you know, playing could have been lucrative and coaching and doing content, it could have been lucrative, but what's easier to do? Trey, you know, playing, it's not that playing isn't necessarily, you know, playing is hard, bro. You got to have dope. You got to fucking play all fucking, it's a hard way to make money. I know people think, oh, these guys are getting paid hundreds of thousands to play video games. It's kind of stressful. You know, you start getting shit on, you go 0-18. There's a lot of stress involved where you can make some pretty good money, go to watch the CDL games and watch all these other motherfuckers be under duress and be under criticism and be under stress. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot.
And then they complain to you.
Yeah, and they complain to you instead of you being in their position like, fuck, my team, we don't even like scrimming. My one teammate, he doesn't like him. I low-key don't like either of them. Like, there's just so much shit you have to deal with.
I'm under contract with this team for another 2 years, bro. Yeah. Like, bro, I'm cooked. My buyout's $500,000.
Yeah.
I'm ass,
there's a lot to do with it. So I feel like you gotta value your mental health, bro. Like, I think not playing is so like, I don't, maybe you could speak on the trade. I just think for me, not playing, my mental health, obviously I tweaked out, you know, that Sunday, but overall I was way more tweaky as a player when I was playing, I was tweaking all the fucking time. That Sunday was a Monday through Friday everyday basis. Like, you know what I'm saying? So,
but this is what I said to Rab.
It'll work out for him.
This is what I said to Rab though. Is like the event's going on. We're like just when we do our work, it's like we're just away. We do like shows at the event. We do a couple interviews here and there. Rab's doing work for his YouTube channels on the side.
Yeah.
And it's just not stressful.
Yeah. Yep.
Like Rab's probably more stressed. Matt Rab's probably more stressed than my camera.
Oh, good.
I might have to change camera.
No, I mean you're fine. But like I hear what you're saying. To be fair, because it depends on what you're doing at the event, and obviously if you're playing, it's next level in terms of prep and all that. Oh, look at this, Trey.
Oh,
you gotta be serious. I mean, you're back with a different cam.
Yeah. So
that's good. Go on.
Hang on, let me move this over here.
Yeah,
now, what I was saying is though, it's like it isn't as stressful. We have a lot of stuff to do on the side, especially you, Rab. But like, we can still manage to have fun. Whereas the other people, like when they lose, those team dinners, they're stressful. There's been times where you sit there thinking, man, I could get dropped at an event. You lose, but like Don said, I think the fact that he's less stressed just doing the watch party, he's probably still making good money. He can play other games. If he wants to compete in Apex, he can go compete in Apex. And if he manages to do something, he manages to do something. If he doesn't, guess what? He's still on the watch party at the end of the day. Yeah, I just think being a pro these days, I feel like it's worse in the CDO. I don't know why. I feel like people have less fun in the CDO. Maybe it's just the games, but no. When I was playing in the CWL, I had ultimate dope. I was loving life. Everything was fun as fuck. Like you couldn't get me off the game. CDL came around. I didn't want to be on the fucking thing. Which is Vanguard was fun. MW 2019 there was a lot of 8s. Vanguard there was a lot of 8s. After Vanguard it was done. So that's the way I look at it.
Yeah, we'll see what Kenny gets up to next, but he obviously has been playing a bit of Apex, so wish him the best in whatever we decide to do next. Yeah, let's talk about the Bush, right? So it's a bit weird. Yeah. We can talk a little bit just about this kind of qualifier in general. So according to Josh, the roster lock is tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern, and I thought the passes were sold. Maybe the passes aren't sold. People are getting passes. It's all good. Looks like the teams that want to go are going to be able to go. And that's great. So questions then raised on, all right, what's going to happen with certain teams? Who's going to actually go? Because Huntsman, they can't go. That's the first thing to say. They tried. They talked to EWC. They said, hey, like, is there any way we can maybe forfeit our points from OpTic, whatever we get at the tournament towards the overall championship? The World Cup said, no, not under any circumstances can you send two teams under the same organisation, which is kind of tough for those boys. Of course, Huntsman then said, all right, well, we're going to let you go so that you can go and explore other opportunities to still potentially play it. The way that Hector talked about it didn't seem like he's especially keen on bringing Huntsman back next year, but I feel like they did all right given like what they're intending to do. They got a couple of players brought up to the Pro League, but yeah, anyway, they made the decision. They got rid of Swooter. They brought in Big Wake. They said, oh, it was good for pro points for champs and the World Cup, and of course they couldn't go to the World Cup anyway. So with all that said, Bush then have a crash out. Like you're talking with the boys on the stream, and then it's like, okay, we ain't doing a team anymore. We can't do a team, so you ain't going to be part of it. And then all of a sudden, Don's back. Jersey Jerry's on Family Feud or whatever that show's called in America.
Yeah.
Like, just so it's all going on. So give us a little rundown of these last 7 days.
So at least for that Family Feud episode was recorded in Atlanta, so they're stocked up. So
right,
whenever
okay.
the Atlanta event was, that's how long ago that was.
Got it. Yeah.
Because that's when Jerry pulled up. He pulled up fresh from the set in the same suit, and then we lost the QK. And then that's the fix.
Right, that's the one.
Me and Jerry next to each other,
Right.
and then we're like pointing at QK as a good picture.
Okay,
but,
that makes sense.
Yeah. It was just a clusterfuck because obviously the crash out, I was crashing out on Lou. Obviously they picked up Lou. So Jerry's point of view was like, Temp just crashed out on Lou. Is he gonna coach Lou? But so he basically just asked who's gonna coach, and then obviously, Wake and Renegade. That's the team. It's Renegade, Wake, Fire, and Proloot.
Fire? I don't know. No Fire.
Oh, Fear.
Right.
Fear. Sorry, Fear.
Yeah.
Name change. My bad.
Yeah.
It's just fair.
Yeah. So they asked who's. They're like, yo, I don't have a problem with Major Maniac. Let's get Major Maniac. I don't know what happened to Major Maniac. I got on because I was about to stream their scrims, like hate watching.
Right.
That was my plan. I was gonna wake up and watch them play on stream, and then he just wasn't there. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he told them no. Apparently he told them. I don't know. I don't know what happened with Major, but I joined the stream. I started typing, and then they're like, join the call. So I just joined the call and then coached them the whole day. And then Byron texted me. He's like, yo, I told them you're the coach. Like, we want you to coach. If we qualify for the World Cup, we want you on the stage with us. I'm like, all right, bet. Sounds good to me. It's great. And then on the bush, I haven't really talked to the people yet. I talked to Mook, just texted him. It was just a whole bunch of like, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like everyone was just like shifty. Someone said it's Jace's fault. Someone said is fucking, I don't even know. The players didn't bring you. It was just a whole bunch of just whatever. So I don't even know where the core problem was, but it's whatever. I mean, to me, it's cleared up. I'm the coach. I don't really give a damn. And it kind of worked out because when I crashed out, all their numbers went up. All the numbers, all the content, everything went up. They got tons of YouTube videos out of it. They got plenty. My crash out was pretty lucrative.
Absolutely. That was a great day for the bush.
Yeah, it was a great day for the bush.
It was a great day for everyone.
They can't not have you on board with that type of potential.
Mind you, I mean, I'll talk to them because I've told them that like I want to coach in the league and coach pro teams in the CDL, but at the end of the day, even Steve, like I trust Steve when Steve talks to me. He's like, from the moment I signed on, I even told him like I might play, I might do this. He's like, bro, whatever you do, content is number one, which that's facts. Even my crash out, what was it? It was content. Even me streaming scrim is all content. Content is the number one most important thing in the scene. Even for pro players, what should they be doing? They should be creating content if they want to have longevity after they start getting shit on. You know what I'm saying? So content. I think even if I don't coach the Bush next year, which they mentioned earlier in the year, is like do something with us involving content. So I'm all for it. Definitely got to talk to them at some point and just really figure it out and get stuff written. Because like even like my coaching situation for this year, I'm supposed to get 1250 for a win, 750 for second, 250 for third, but it's not in writing. So if some little mishap happens, like the first event, I just took 500. So the other 250 just got lost in the void, even though I was supposed to get 7. You know what I'm saying? But that's not nobody's fault. It just, I was like, yo, just send me whatever y'all can send me. But yeah, so just moving forward, just definitely more professional relationship. But I think it was great content. I think it was fantastic. Everyone, all their streams were going nuts. The fans, bro, that Discord, you guys got us. They're creatures, like. Nothing but creatures in that Bush Discord, like saying the most absurd shit, but it's fucking hilarious. Like, it's fucking hilarious. I don't take nothing, too much to heart because I'm not a player anymore, bro. Like, there's only so much the internet can like. When you don't play, like you can't. I don't feel like the internet can affect you. What you guys finna say? I'm just doing content. You can't cancel me. I didn't do nothing that crazy. You know what I'm saying? So,
I mean that's fair as well. Well, like I said, when you do retire or when you don't play no more, there's nothing they can really say. What they're gonna say? You were ass. I bet. Like I don't give a fuck. I haven't
played in 4 years, bro. I don't give a fuck. Like,
it's like, oh no, Trey. They'd be like, oh, Trey wasn't even that good for a. There's not many people with an MVP trophy, so I couldn't have been that bad. And then they'll be like, yeah, Trey couldn't play right now. Well, yeah, no fucking shit. I ain't played in 3 years.
Yeah.
Nothing they can say.
Yeah.
So how did the team get to this point? We've got Proloot, Renegade, Fear. If just, people might not be familiar with Fear, so just we could do a little bit of background on where he's come from, moving up the ranks.
So Fear is fire. He's fire. He was on the Ravens. He's still on the Ravens, which is, I think Standy might be on the Ravens. Maybe Ravens did something with their contracts, or Brian Saint looked out for them, but they're getting paid, which is great.
Wait, Brian Saint cooked?
Yeah, bro. Whatever
Brian
happened,
Saint basically owns the org at this point.
Well,
so
yeah,
like,
he's the accountant, mate. He does what he wants.
yeah. So Fear is still on his CDL contract until I think he said October or something.
Oh my god!
Which is great. And he said he's not getting cut, which is great. So he's getting paid like a pro.
So he could afford to buy a new Twitter handle.
Yeah. He can afford. Yeah, he's good.
What's gonna be called next? Fucking
Yeah, we got another couple months, maybe.
angry.
Handle changes to come. I don't know.
Just angry 40. Like,
Yeah.
I don't fucking name change mid-season makes no sense to me. You already established your name. You've already been in a pro league. Just change your damn name back and
Right,
give
he
Moho
got
his
back in the
Twitch
league
back.
before. That's what.
Give
Yeah.
Moho.
That's
his
what I
Twitch
thought when
back.
I saw Fear. I thought it was like.
That is like, I fuck with Lou, but like, it is some cheese. He stole the Fear tweet.
Yeah, that's what I thought, bro.
But-
I was like, no way.
But it was on Twitch's fault because Twitch said it was available. Twitch said the ad was available, so he took it.
I mean,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's it, but
first come, first serve, I guess. Even though Moho had it, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so that's fire. Fear, fire. I mean, hey, fuck it. He paid $3,500 for that F3 AR Twitter.
Moron.
35.
Yeah, 3,500. Yep.
All right.
Yeah, his pockets are heavy, man. Pockets are deep.
That's cool. Change your
But
damn
how the
name
team
back.
got formed, we wanted mythics. Yes, I was helping build the roster. That's why randomly I was like so confused the next day where they're asking who's the coach, because they were asking me the night before who do we want. So we wanted mythics. Obviously he's probably one of the best players in EU. He was down or hitting up Pro Loot. A lot of the situation was like, obviously Pro Loot was like the last guy left. Cam got a P7 offer. Trakes had offers from a whole bunch of teams. Trakes had offers, and he took the Ravens offer. So obviously they're both gone. I'll say one thing about the Trakes thing. I don't know how difficult it was, but like I did tell him, like off, like, you know, because I basically recruited Trakes. And I did tell him, like, bro, you're not gonna get held. Luckily he didn't get held, but I just knew like there was like a dialogue for 2 days, and I was just like, damn, like the Bush are trying to get something out of him, which I told him off the rip that like, you'll be good, bro. You're good. You're so I kind of basically fucking like lied to him. You know what I'm saying? Basically, in a sense. But their whole
That's
point
negotiation,
was like,
baby. That's just
yeah, but their whole point was, which is like, if he fully bought in, they would have been much more giving with the buy. Like Cammy, they just let walk.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Nico, the one thing he did do, I mean, I don't blame him. He's obviously a new player, and this is something that I would have done as well. Is like, he was just distant, like, from the team. Like, he didn't like, what they mean by fully buy in is like he was just there, like, to play.
He wasn't a part of the culture.
Yeah, he wasn't part of the culture. Like, we're all at the Airbnb. He's across the map in the pool by himself. Like, but we're all like talking and conversing with each other. You know what I'm saying? Just little shit like that, which I get on the Bush's end. Like, they feel like he could have bought in more and they would have gave him more leeway, you know? So, yeah, I mean, we tried to make the best roster we could. I think Wake had a fantastic champs. He looks great, obviously. He was on the Bush before. Lou's obviously a pro. It really came down to, since we didn't get mythics, we got Fear. You know what I'm saying? But mythics was the first option. They was all public. It was on stream. So Fear he doesn't feel a way about it. You know what I'm saying? We did want mythics first. But yeah, this is the roster. It looked good. They actually look good in scrims. We are playing War right now, and War, like the other day we played War, we actually beat them. Right now they're beating us, but we look good. It's a last second team with literally 2 days of practice. This day is the last day of practice. So it's really yeah, because I think they say they leave Tuesday, but it's an 8-hour flight and they skip 6 hours of time. So it's really like a 14
7 hours,
hour.
actually. Yeah.
Yeah, 7 hour, but it's like a 14-hour
From
time
Texas,
skip or
isn't it?
whatever. So when they leave Tuesday, they get there Wednesday.
It's
And I'm pretty sure
Thursday.
they play Friday.
Right, yeah.
Yeah. So like, it's gonna be like, a lot of teams made roster changes. I think this event is gonna be very random. Like, there's not very much practice you can have. So, hey, we're just gonna see, bro. We're just gonna see what happens, and I hope we qualify because that'd be great.
So does the tourney happen? Is it Friday, Saturday, Sunday tourney? And then
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah. So then you have about 2 days to get your flight out there if you were to win.
Yeah. If we win, they're gonna have to instantly get my flight, and I'm gonna just have to pull up somehow.
Fly Monday, land Tuesday. And
Yeah.
Then. You think they're gonna do the coaches on stage thing again this year? Like, is that because they haven't said anything?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm assuming they will.
I'm pretty sure. I mean, at least because there was a coaching change. Wiz, I don't know if you guys remember Wiz, the guy that played Challengers. He was an S&D kid for a whole bunch of years. He coached War.
Right. Yeah.
At Champs. He coached War. Now Marky B's the coach. And Marky B, shout out, I think Mark was my coach. Mark is obviously a champion in the league. But Mark's team was pretty ass this year. Now Mark's the coach of War. So I'm pretty sure he did it so he could be.
That's beautiful.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure Mark did it so he could be on that stage. Or maybe Wiz couldn't go. I don't know what happened with that, but
it's good work.
Marky B,
actually.
he's in the scrim with me right now.
He's probably on that Euro. He's probably on that Eurostar. So so War obviously they qualified, right? Because it was Huntsman who came fourth. You guys came sixth. So it's pretty much just best of the rest that didn't qualify. And I think like if second at the LCQ still wins like 10K, is it not right? I think that's right.
Second, you get money. I seen, maybe pull it up. But I'm pretty sure I seen some bullshit. Like if you win, you don't get money. You just get the qualified spot, which would guarantee you 5K, obviously at the World Cup.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would guarantee you 20K as a team. But I'm pretty sure if you get second,
money. I think that's how it works.
If you get second place, you get 10K each, I think.
Oh, I don't know if it's 10K each. That'd be fire.
Bro, I'm pretty sure it's a 100K prize pool.
I did think that actually. All right, I'll see if I can find it.
It's like, bro, low key, like we might need to throw in the finals if it's set up like that.
No, I think it is. It is just 10K for second. It's just the prize
10K.
pool going down is crazy. So like, hang on. This is the way that EWC are moving, by the way. All right, let me bring this up on stream real quick. Here we go. 2, 1. You guys should be able to see
like
this
3
right now.
teams get 6K apiece.
Yeah, so like second place
okay.
gets 10K, third place gets 9K, fourth place gets 8K.
Oh.
And then it's like, so everyone who places, if you place top 16, you get paid 5.5, guaranteed as a team. So like, basically just come top 16.
So they're just handing out cash.
They're just handing out cash, yeah.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
it also kind of makes sense if second gets 2.5K and then the winners are guaranteed 5K.
Right. That makes sense. All right, so I misunderstood. Damn,
So yeah,
why
don't
you
throw
get
in the
paid for top
finals.
16? What the fuck? Yo, they got what the hell,
That's
baby?
like basically covering travel and shit for top 16.
Yeah. That's not bad. That's actually not bad because it is a hard event to get to.
Do EWC cover the travel to LCQ or no?
No.
No, they cover it with this. If you come top 16, I think that's the strat. So
That's
anyway,
still
there you
don't
go.
cover it though.
I mean, their pockets are deep, but like, they're throwing up an extra 100K per game to throw an LCQ, which they don't have to do.
I'd rather have if I'm an org, I'd rather have my shit paid for than give my place some money.
I do, yeah. Well, yeah, I do hear you.
100%.
For sure, if I was an org owner, I'd be trying to.
Maybe they should opt. Listen, I'm all for players getting a little bit of bread, but like, damn, like motherfuckers sending them out to this LCQ is gonna cost, bro. That's like a grand plus a flight anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
Jerry,
for sure.
I'm pretty sure JJ said it's 10 bands to get just the 4 players there.
Yeah. Wow. Right. Well,
I mean,
better win it.
Probably with a return flight and a hotel each.
Yeah. Like I'm saying, housing. They got an Airbnb and flights and return flights. Yep. 10 bands.
So yeah, it's probably like a grand and a half per flight, and then Airbnb is probably like. I guess EWC will pay for their hotel rooms if they qualify. So.
Yeah. The Airbnb is from Tuesday to Monday. So
Right. Okay.
It's like a good 6 days. It's probably another wreck somewhere.
yeah.
And is it a different venue to before? But yeah, so I just checked, and this qualifier is happening this upcoming Friday on the 31st through to the 2nd. So the winner of the LCQ is determined on the Sunday night, and then that team will then play on Wednesday in the actual EWC, and hopefully Don will be there on stage with the Bush. But we're going to find out in the coming days. Who are the other teams to watch already? Because as you say, War, like they've already qualified. Like Huntsmen aren't going. Who else is good? Torn Esports, like they've got a good team.
Probably Torn. They're obviously solid. Probably Omit, which would be like Paul.
Yeah.
That was like,
I thought Paul tweeted he ain't
I
going.
thought Paul wasn't going.
he's not.
I saw him tweet.
Paul tweeted it.
Hang on.
Yeah, I did see it. Hang on, let
He
me
tweeted
check
today.
this.
He's not going. Oh, well then shit.
This was like yesterday.
This might be free.
Because Paul was like our biggest. I feel like their team and Mythic's team.
He tweeted out yesterday, Fries, no Paris, I'll see you next year.
Here it is. Yeah,
Damn.
this is the tweet. I don't know why. Again, it's like Bush budget, baby.
Hey guys, if you guys remember from earlier on in the season.
I wasn't going to say it, Trey, but go on.
I'm never wrong.
Yeah, there you go. It's Fries. It's Fries for Paul, apparently.
Wow. Well, so I don't even know the teams.
Might
I mean,
be
I'll
free.
be able to give a better breakdown after, or like when I see. Because I thought their team, it was him, Diamond Con, Two Real, and a fourth. Like they were probably one of the threats. Maybe Mythic's team. Maybe Mythic's team is the only team that's left. And Torn. I really.
What about like the
really
Saudi
don't know.
boys? Obviously, they were good earlier in the year. I'm assuming.
Oh
They're
yeah,
gonna be there.
QK is gonna be there. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe them. Yeah,
There you
should
go.
be a good one.
Well, I'm excited. That's pretty much the big tourney of this upcoming weekend. We're still not sure if it's going to be streamed. That's the other question. I don't know if you've seen any of this, Don, but I don't understand. Right? Like, I know people are going to clown the CDL for this, even though it's not the CDL's fault. But maybe it stems from the way that the CDL run things. But like, if you're EWC, you're putting up 100 racks for the prize pool for this event. Like, how are we not throwing up a stream, right? So, like, there's gotta be a stream. There's no way. Otherwise, we're going to have, like, someone out there with the boys with the periscope.
If there's no stream, that's insane, bro. Let someone join.
No way.
Let someone join and just let ZooMaa just join the game and fucking stream the fucking games at that point. Like, 100%. I mean,
there's
it's
no
gonna
way
be
they're
a
not gonna
war.
have a stream. Surely not. It's a 3-day tourney on LAN in Paris for 100K. Like, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
They have Daniel and be like, Daniel, do we need to stream this? Nah, I'd be right.
What? All right. So,
Nah, I'd be right.
So, Hassan said QK isn't playing. I don't know if that's true or not, but
Well, then no one's. I don't know who's
No.
playing, man. We got to see the official seed.
Hey, you might have a free run to the fucking.
Yeah, it might be a no
show.
Hey, you might be the only motherfucker. You might be the only motherfuckers turning up because you're the only one left with a little bit of budget.
Yeah. I don't
Hopefully,
know
all
what's
the
going
prize
on,
money
yeah.
filters into the.
Everyone's fluffed the budget for the year and can't get the fucking thingy. You got Barstool CEO Dave Portnoy fucking filling your pockets up. You're good.
This is all JJ. Shout out to JJ. This is all JJ. This event.
Oh, this is JJ.
This is straight out of JJ's pocket.
Oh yeah, JJ.
Oh, if you guys lose, you might get molly-whooped.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be fucking tweaking.
He has visa issues.
Right, Rocker playing with Vortex again. Okay. I mean, fair play. Methods tweeted about it being streamed. Challengers Intel responded saying there will be a stream, no casters. That's fine. You know, all good. Okay, I'd like if the casters got some work, but at least there's a stream. If there's a stream, there's a stream. That will do. So that's to watch this weekend. So definitely stay tuned for that one. There's also just briefly a little bit of talk about the PCs. I know we talked about this earlier in the year because obviously Scrap talked about it last weekend. We didn't really get comment to talk about it with Don. But I mean, that's kind of in the past now. But the point is, it looks like the PCs that they've got at EWC, they've got the best shit. I mean, I'm not really up to date with all the latest stuff, but I'm assuming the RTX 5080 is up there. I'm assuming the Ryzen 7090.
I think the 5090.
Right. Okay. But it's
the
basically
second best shit in the
state-of-the-art type
world.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah.
And like they got 32 gig of DDR5 RAM. Like this is, it's a high quality. Like was this not the shit trade they were playing on in Birmingham? Like when the challengers had the better PCs than the pros, and now they've got. I mean, basically the point I'm trying to make is that for the World Cup we shouldn't have any PC cheese, like we had at champs. But
I also like it's just like sometimes you just get a dodgy PC done. Like back in the day you used to get a dodgy PlayStation. Like you can't like.
Dodgy Cronus Max?
My issue is the fact of that when a pro player says that an issue, they don't take it as serious as they should do. Like we're talking 0.1% of the fucking planet. 0.01% of the fucking planet is a professional player, and they're telling you that something's wrong with a PC. Something's probably wrong with a PC. I don't give a fuck about what checks you run on the back end of it. So like EWC could have like the best shit rap. And then that one of those PCs could be a little funky. What they're gonna say? Nah, you just lying, bro. You lying. We got the best shit over here. I don't know.
I do hear you. It's a bit of a weird one because like if you open the door to that, then it's like back in the day, people would be like, "Oh, he just pulled the plug." We're down 100, just pulling the plug.
Oh yeah, well, that's it. Well,
my shit just didn't.
That's a little different though because I have seen. The fucking plug before.
Right, well there you go.
I've seen someone turn their PlayStation off back in the day, like a challenger event. I've seen them hold down their motherfucking PlayStation button and turn the fucking thing off and go,
Ref,
it's fucking blue screen. It's blue screen. And I'm not gonna say. I'm not gonna say.
Was he on your team
because
chance,
no, I'm not a scumbag like that. But
right.
what am I gonna say? Yo, he done it on purpose, and it's like he said, she said. But I've seen it before. These motherfuckers ain't slick. Hey, you think it's not hard to just like slip your fucking finger on the power button and say the PC's fucked? You ain't slick.
You ain't been there, baby. You ain't. Yeah.
Someone said, "Hey, Rab, do you mind guys going over the incident where Sib apparently spit on and put his hands on someone last event?" Listen, I spoke
put
to
his hands on. I don't know about that. I was just finding that real quick. That's why I wasn't talking.
Yeah, listen. Honestly, I spoke to Joe. He doesn't know what the fuck that's on about. Mr. Deceived. He doesn't know what the fuck's going on. And I said, listen, I don't think Sib is spitting on anyone.
I mean, this guy this guy was good. I mean, look at this guy in the crowd.
If there was anyone that deserved to be spat on, though, it's probably that guy.
It all got pretty hilarious. Like, as I was walking out the event, people were saying, "Yo, did you hear about like the shit that just went down?" Like,
after that situation, he just needs to get kicked out. He needs to get kicked out. That's what he needs to do.
Imagine getting spit on and getting kicked out. I'd be so mad.
Some of these pros got to start abusing. Some of these pros have got to start abusing their powers a little bit more. If I'm Sim, like, yo, hey, throw that guy out. He's a weirdo.
I know that like he was given all kinds of like, I don't know. They were saying that as Donley was walking out, like he was talking all kinds of shit to him and all this. I don't know what actually happened next. But like,
he's walking around in an OpTic hoodie, bro. Show some fucking respect.
I just don't believe, like, I don't know. I was next to Dante. They didn't even cross my mind to ask him about this. He just handed me a cigarette,
I literally asked Joe. I said, "What's this about the Sib thing?" And he was like, "Bro, I have no idea what the fuck's going on with that. I did not see it happen." I was like, "Bro, there's no way Dante's spitting on someone."
Yeah, and I think spitting, even like how Luke said, just the way we're, especially, I don't know if it's different in like Europe, but like here, like, especially in the urban areas, like, or like you cut, like wherever I'm from, Georgia, Maryland, DMV, like if you get spit, that's like people will literally like
kill a motherfucker.
Yeah. I don't know if we can say that, but like on YouTube, but yeah, like that's like the worst. That's worse than saying like fuck your mom. Like that's worse. That's worse than like saying. That's why I'm like, there's no way he got spit on and he's still just walking around like he's happy. You know,
motherfuckers paid a whole rack to sit there and scream at pros for the weekend. Get a life.
Yeah. So
it's difficult to say without like CCTV footage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Listen, I love fan supporting, but when it comes down to people like this, it's dumb for me. Like it just ain't even. It's not even a fan at that point. It's just a freak.
I mean, he's standing right there just so we can shit talk all the players that aren't OpTic as they walk to and from the stage.
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's such a
it.
that's such a cringy thing to do. Oh, what'd you do over the weekend? I screamed at some pro players.
Just after he'd lost as well, just make it feel extra shit. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's definitely spicy because everyone was yapping about it. So I'm not 100% sure, but
it's embarrassing, bro.
It's what it is. There's always a story like this. There's always a fight in the crowd or some drama happened. Security got involved. They got in with a couple of I think they had like a couple Paris fans that then started beefing him and then they got escorted out the venue. So it was all going on. But I think this was the Saturday. Yeah, obviously it was the Saturday when Gentleman just got eliminated.
Bro, how do you feel, bro? The OpTic players, people like run OpTic, just watching this guy do this, bro. It's like, damn. But we don't need to talk on it. It's over and done with. But like, yeah, I don't think Sib's batting him, and if he did, he probably deserved it. So bye bye.
That's the comment. It's all we can really say at the moment on that. All right, let's talk about some Rostermania stuff because quite a lot has happened. I actually did want to start real quick with we can talk about Thieves. So Josh put this out there, breakdown of the CDL files. Ethan was gone from Omit, supposedly getting replaced by... This is like a few days ago now. And a lot of this stuff, given its challenges, changed immediately. So Ethan was actually never gone. I don't know where Ethan was going to go. Like, I think it would have made sense for Toronto. But I also am happy that Ethan's staying on Omit for this tournament because we at least get to see that Omit team play, maybe even against Toronto. They might get to play them. We'll talk about the group in a second. But yeah, there was talk about Ethan getting bought out of Omit. That's not happened either because the buyout was too high or whatever. But like, I know that Beans going to G2, I'm quite happy about. Like, I want to see how Beans gets on there. But the good challengers teams, I'd like to see them stay together just to see how they would get on. But if they feel like there's a better opportunity, it's just Ethan, like you said, probably with Trakes on, like tons of opportunities, I'm sure. Like everyone would love to have this kid who's been thrown in challenges, but it's not so simple. And then he says, apparently he could be going to Thieves. And this then obviously turned heads because people are like, oh shit, maybe Thieves are... Look, let's be real. Thieves are going to make a change at the end of the year, but I don't think we expected them to make a change before the World Cup. It doesn't look like they will, but there was maybe some logic there. If you as a team know that you're not going to be the same next season, there's a logic to be like, okay, let's just switch things up before the World Cup so we can maybe learn a bit more or figure out what we're going to do. Some of this, of course, turned out to be true. Gwyn to Cloud9 for Hyde, Trakes to Ravens for Fire, not yet been confirmed, but that is... I mean, like, Brian Saint's still drafting up the tweet, I imagine. But that is happening. Fire goes the other way. I don't know if Trakes had to pay for a buyout, whatever. I mean, it's Ravens. Like, it's a clown show. Apart from getting paid until October. So
chop up a limb.
Yeah, whatever you got to do to get on that roster. But yeah, so these were the rumors. We'll talk about the things that have been confirmed first of all. We've got Cloud9, it's official. They've made a change. Hyde is gone, and Gwyn is in. One of your favorite players, obviously, Don. Nice to see him. Nice to see him back in the league.
Yeah, I mean, this is probably the one I have the least amount of thoughts on. This team is not great. Gwyn didn't play that great, honestly, in challengers either. But I mean, obviously he's getting 5K.
Yeah,
I don't think there's any buts either.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just being honest. And I know I had Merc's fucking parents come up to me, and I'm like, yeah, I don't want to like just put kids in a grave, but yeah, I mean, Gwyn hasn't played well. Bro, he was the rookie of the year, man. I'll say something. He was the rookie of the year. Obviously, you got it in you to have some talent. You got some natural talent. Just keep grinding. Maybe it's just the game, because obviously he won rookie of the year in Modern Warfare 3. Maybe next year he's not an Omni movementer. Maybe next year, MW4, he's on C9 and he turns C9 into the worst team of all time into like maybe the third worst. So yeah, I mean, this team is gonna get last probably.
Are you scrimming them at all? Like, who have they been scrimming?
I have no idea. Like
2v2s.
just let's just talk about like compare them against like the 3 teams that made it through champs and challengers. They would lose to all, in my opinion. Like I would bet money on them losing to all 3 of them. War, this kid's going pro. Like I promise you, this Vikram kid, he's good. Icons, I think Icons is just as good as Vikram, but he just has the stigma of toxic. He's like the new, me or Icons is very toxic. He terrorized the Stallions, but he's fucking good. Like Icons and Vic are better than, and then obviously Flames. Flames he got 3rd in the land in the league. His first Flames only time in the league, he got 3rd place and he got 8th at champs. This is only 2 events that he got dropped. Obviously, not saying he's a fucking world, change your franchise. I mean, like
him and Estriel were a duo.
He's a solid player compared to Flames or who's their AR Encourage. Flames is better than Encourage. Like if you look at the whole roster, Dimensions has randomly been fucking world starring. Like you look at the whole roster up top to bottom, they're better than C9. And then you obviously have Omid EU, DK, he's going pro for sure. He was the Challengers Champs MVP. Ethan, he's going pro for sure. And then you got P7. Beans just went pro. You got Cammy. Cammy was the Atlanta MVP. Cammy's better than everyone on C9, including Gwen. So it's just they're the worst team there. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
Gwen getting his 5K though.
We'll see if they can
go respect.
Yeah, we'll see if they can get an upset. I'm just saying I think the challengers teams will handle them, let alone the pro team. The pro teams are gonna abuse them, So
thanks for the 5 as well. I'll let you go in a second, Trey. None of these moves are needle movers like with the Slayer says. No more repeater players. Bring on new talent. They added the league for a reason. So Luke's opinion is like, don't bring Gwen back. Get one of those guys you mentioned. But go on, Trey.
I mean, I'm looking at, no hate here. I'm just saying I did go back and look at some of the rookie. No, I did look at some of the rookie of the year contenders for the year that Gwyn won it, and I think he might have been the only new rookie there.
It was Abuza, and Abuza obviously look at Abuza now, and even he was on Twitter back then saying that he deserved it. So
yeah, I do remember that. Yeah,
that was 04. It was 04, and Abuza 04 came in later. The 2 best rookies.
I think it was Estriel. Like Estriel was the other debate.
To be fair,
and then
yeah.
I mean, I genuinely, yeah, he was. I genuinely remember the Abuser one. Listen, Gwyn didn't really.
He just had all right numbers, but like his team didn't do shit. Like he was on Ravens.
I mean, bro,
he had really good numbers. He had really good numbers.
Yeah,
bro, there were some bad teams.
Was he Gwynton it back then as well? Like,
he was frying. I remember one series he literally took over versus New York, and obviously New York got second at champs and won the tournament. He literally carried his whole team through that series. Like he was doing great. He was doing good. Obviously his team wasn't great, but then you had players like 04 and Abuza that year who actually were having success. Making it to Sunday, making it far in tournaments. Estriel obviously got top 3 with Flames that one event. So yeah, looking back on it, there was some really good gems in that class. But yeah, I mean, he's just playing like ass, bro. And Trey, you know that shit can happen too, especially when you go from Modern Warfare 3 to now you go to Treyarch. What if you just can't play the Treyarch?
This is what I say to everyone that can't do that. Like, if you suck at a Treyarch game or you suck at one other game, like, bro, I don't know if you're a pro.
Yeah, you're probably not. Yeah, I agree, but you can you can make it pretty far doing that, John Juanito.
Yeah, I know, but like, I know it's just like, how can you? Obviously, some people are better at some games than others, but like, you should be consistently good no matter what.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you.
I don't like the whole. I'm not saying you're saying it, but the whole. I'm just more of a Treyarch game type of guy. Like, motherfucker, you're a pro player. If you don't get it, if you don't play the same as you did in that game, then I don't know.
Thanks, Jose, for the 2 as well. Abuza was the true rookie of the year. Yeah, as McGregor said, we gave it to Abuza.
So I'm saying rookie of the year with a record of 15 and 26 is insane.
Yeah, I heard that actually.
Yeah.
You know
Definitely
what
the
I'm
worst
saying?
record.
Yeah. I just sort of like, for me, Estriel, like I wanted to give it to Estriel, I think, just because he actually made top 3 at LAN at the final event of the year. Like I don't know, maybe
With a
that's
pretty poor team,
Yeah, with a
realistically.
bad team.
and he was
A
actually
really
cooking
bad
that
team.
event, so I wanted to give it to Estriel, I think, but
Diamond Con,
Anyway.
Flames, Estriel, and Fame.
Yeah.
top 3 with
That's
that
typical
team,
top
like that
three.
deserves credit, bro.
That's a very typical top
Remember, he
three.
like
That's
took
a
over a 6-star
typical
as
top
well.
3.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go. But Gwyn won Rookie of the Year that year. He's since then it's not been so good, but he's back on cloud 9. So this is obviously the start of the turnaround. The other team that made the change is G2. They confirmed that Beans is in. It's an interesting move, I think. Look, did G2 need something to get better? If we can have a look at the lineman cards in a second here, because it wasn't particularly pretty at the World Championship for Caesar. I mean, he had a couple of good maps here and there, but it wasn't great. So I can see the logic to changing it up on the AR side, because the subs were frying, right? I mean, Envoy had a decent event. Kremp was excellent. I mean, look at the Search and Destroy here. Like, these were the lineman cards. Skies with the 68 rated. Nasty not played great since he joined this team, to be fair, but I think they knew that this team of 4 isn't good enough to win. So they decided to make a move and bring in a bit more firepower. And you've got the Beans Nasty duo. I think it could work, but what do you think, Don? It's interesting. Like I wish Beans is a league caliber player. He's good enough to be there. I don't know what next for Skies, but yeah, we'll see.
Beans has been playing really good this year. His team has had success throughout the whole year in Challengers. I think he does what Caesar does right now, but better. I just personally don't think they got top 6 with Caesar, which is obviously all they did was win one series, but they did beat LAT. I know LAT were broken PCGs, but I do think beating LAT is a tippable win. I do. Even though they were broken, I think that's a tippable win. I don't think, like, if I had to like do a bracket prediction, I would have them placing top 6 again. So that's what I feel like with the roster. Yeah, is Beans a better player than Caesar at this game? 100%. But I don't think they get top 4 or top 3 with Beans, and that's not necessarily on him. I don't know. I just would not pick this team against OpTic, FaZe, Gentlemates, or LAT, even though LAT broke down. I'm not going to bet on them to break down again, so. And even like you said, I'm not going to lie. I think Nasty, especially BO6, was a great player. But, like, he got fucking blessed. Like, he got supremely blessed this year. Like, I wish in my Vanguard season, like, at the end of the year, I just would have got blessed onto the Ravens or to the Breach and just spawned in at champs. Like, I feel like my impact would have been like felt. Like, I would have, my lineman card in that year was a fucking 90 the whole year. Like, I was frying, and like Nasty kind of got that opportunity just to spawn in at champs based on his BO6 season, not necessarily on his BO7 season. So yeah, he's got to play better. I do think Nasty is a very good player. I just don't think this year he's like, and he has played with awful teams, but brother, you're getting Envoy was making plays, and obviously Kremp is obviously the best player on the team. I think Kremp is going to LAT. I think Kremp is fucking disgusting. But I'm just saying, like, once you getting this out of Envoy, this should be a top 4. This should be a top 3, top 4. If Envoy plays like this, Envoy played fantastic. So I think even with Caesar not playing great, I think them placing better was on Nasty. And I still think it is on Nasty. I still think them placing better is going to be on Byron Nasty. 100%.
Yeah, I mean, Nasty, when he was teaming at the start on that, was it Boston team? Very, very good. Everyone was saying free Nasty. Love Nasty to pieces, but he hasn't really been doing crazy on this G2 team. We know that. And I feel like Don said, for this team to do well, he needs to play better. Like I feel like we're in the same situation as the last time when it was Mamba and Caesar on the same team. They just didn't play well together. Now it's the ARs not playing well together again, and it's costing them. We need the free Nasty back. I don't know if he's like I don't know if he's changed his play style, just trying to play with these players, but we need to see the Nasty that was, everyone was calling out that needs to be on a different team, needs to be on a better team, because he's got that better team right now, but he needs to play better to maintain this. And he's not playing like Don. He ain't playing like dog shit, but he ain't playing good. That's pretty much what I like. We're talking about. Everyone's talking about Nasty needs a better team when he's on that Boston team. The whole league was screaming free Nasty. He gets the move he wants,
right?
Or gets a move that he's pleased with. He didn't get the Toronto move that he probably wanted the most. And yeah, like he knows it himself. He's very critical of himself. He just needs to play better, and maybe with a different AR duo, it could happen, especially with Beans. Now I'm not saying Beans has been playing phenomenal too. If you look at his stats, he isn't the best player in the fucking world. But maybe these two on the same team, both UK brethrens at that as well. They can definitely do something.
They got some pace here if they want to use it. Like this team can be quick because they can both run a sub. Like Nasty can run a sub. Beans could run the sub if he wants to. He could snipe. So
yeah,
I'm just interested. Like I do agree. I think Nasty got kind of. People said he got screwed over because everyone else on that Surge team, Abuja and Ophel went to FaZe, now they're world champs. Neptune won Major 1, MVP. Nasty didn't get that opportunity. He was stuck on Boston. So I think he deserved a better shot somewhere else. But also now he's got to prove that what people said at the start of the season about him getting costed was true. Otherwise it looks like, well, they were right to not give you the better spot. So we'll see. I'm hoping... Go on.
I was gonna say, I also know Nasty plays better in a very Nasty's very team environmented. If that means anything to you guys, like on our Vanguard team, he was by far like the player that I would always be like, all right, if he plays well, we win the game. And I feel like it's the same with this one too. Like it's more like a comfortability factor. I feel like everyone that I teamed with on that London team, Afro, Nasty, even Gizmo. Like, we all played well with each other, minus LAN placements, of course. We weren't very good at LAN together, but that happens. But I feel like we played so well together and everyone done their part because it's like you said, Don Matrix, like, everyone bought into it. You know, everyone bought into that type of foundation, the team way and everything like that. And, maybe he's just not as comfortable right now as he should be, and hopefully Beans can bring that out of him. Yeah.
He could definitely help with that. I think they're going to be good and competitive. I think they'll get top 6 at least. It's just for me if they can push onto a Sunday again, because they did make a Sunday early this year with Mamba. I think it's possible. Really, can they beat LAT again? Can they beat Gentlemates? I'm not picking them to beat OpTic or FaZe. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
Well, this is my thing with this G2 team. They're very scary in S&D, but their hard point sucks. And no one does well in their hard points for him. Kremp, very, 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 very good player. I just feel like he plays a bit too fast with his old team. Like, he was definitely a speed demon when Caesar was on the team, and maybe that was affecting him. And then other stuff like S&Ds, they're a very good S&D team. I like their S&D a lot. But, they at Champs, Caesar didn't have a very good S&D KD, and that's it. He was a sniper. He's that guy with the tacticians. So maybe Ben Beans coming in with a better sniper will help him out a lot more. I'm excited to see this G2 team, and I'm excited to see Ben Beans get a second run or however many runs he's had in the league, because he's definitely good enough to be in the league, but he hasn't shown it properly yet.
Yeah, I think I was always expecting more from Beans in the stints he's had in the league. So I think just to see him play against pro tier players again, we'll see how he gets on. The other thing to say is there was some links of Preds to come back into the league, and I think it was meant to be on this team. I think is what Ronnie said in his article, that Pred was being linked to a potential move to G2. Of course, that didn't happen. I don't know what that situation looks like, but Yeah, Jersey Jerry said it because he obviously he was trying to form the Bush team and he was reaching out to everyone just to see if Pred wanted to play for the Bush. And Pred said he's down, but he's going to the league. But it turns out he's not going to the league, or at least there's another maybe day or two. Presumably roster lock for the pros has already happened now, so I don't imagine any more changes than we've already seen.
I have not heard of Pred going to a league team.
Yeah, it's cooked for sure.
All right.
That was G2 was his only chance, I'm pretty sure. I haven't heard of Pred going to a league team since that time.
Yeah, no, I think that's fair. Because some people were saying Toronto, but like I just didn't see that as a Toronto thing to do, first of all, before you even consider whether it was a good idea or not. But yeah, the article said a few days ago, sources tell us G2 explored a deal for Pred, who was recently benched by Falcons, but the two sides could not get a deal finalized. So yeah, as Lion says, he could have been on the Bush. He could have been on the Bush, but he turned it down and then he didn't get the CDL offer anyway. So yeah, hate to see it. Bush Pred would have
been great content.
Gone crazy. We'll see if that ever happens at some point. But yeah, look, the other team to talk about there, of course, is Thieves. Before we move on, because it's official, the Burger King card was out, deployed by Lion Man. In fact, I got to get this one up on the big screen. But it was the 60 overall rated coming out of Scrap. Pretty ugly weekend. And okay, we've talked about the PC stuff as your champs break.
Take this down. Take this down. We can't do Ernie like this.
Can't do Ernie like this. Someone was saying he had to be. It should have been like.
He just got MVP of the year, and we give him Burger King.
Yeah, he got MVP. MVP award was given out Friday. Right? Burger King on Saturday. I mean, it's not like anyone else is much better, bro.
No,
he's got to be BK, bro. He's got to listen.
Nah, he does.
Listen, once you go BK at champs, you get the buff. Look, BK simp. I requested the BK simp, and then look, now he champs MVP. You know what I'm saying? This is the Burger King champs curse, bro. I'm telling you, Ernie MVP at champs next year.
Hey, Ernie had a bad champs with a fucked up PC. Neum didn't play much better. That's Rookie of the Year and MVP.
Oh, yeah, they all got shit on. They all played awful. They all did. Granted, I mean, with your best player literally getting blicked down, it is going to be harder. I mean, I personally think.
I mean, they got reverse swept. There's you know.
Yeah. Ernie was incredible at this game. I think Ernie is the best. See, with all these lists, like now people are putting him like the 5th best AR, for the season and shit, which I get. He threw up the bullshit at the Vegas event, blah, blah.
He's still top 3.
Listen, if we're making a team, let's say everyone is a free agent in the league going into next year, I'm taking Ernie probably at the number 2 spot or 3. I'll take Simp and Shotzi over him, and as soon as I could draft the AR, I'm taking Ernie. I don't give a fuck if he threw up the bullshit. That's how much I think he's good.
Who's your top 3 ARs this year? No order.
That I would take Scrap number 1, but he just got blicked down at champs. So now people.
I'm saying no order. I'm taking like no order.
Abuza
Dashi.
Yeah. Yep.
Still want to give it to Merc, bro. But like Abuza has to be top 3, so. It's kind of tough.
Abuza played incredible.
Yeah.
See, listen, my thing with Merc, like Dashi's just been consistent all year, realistically.
Yeah, Merc played better at champs, though.
Merc had crazier moments. Like for that I can remember this year, I remember more standout plays from Merc, but I gotta tip Brandon just being consistent. But Merc definitely I remember Merc solo won the rotation on a Scar HP with a sub on the grid. It was like I just remember Merc just going fucking Superman.
He made that play with the overload ball against Cleared X Major 1. Yeah. And then they changed the rules, and then he made like a similar play this most recent tourney as well. So
Merc.
Yeah, it is kind of tough to justify that, but I mean, look, Thieves. We all know that Scrap's going to be a free agent. Hydra's going to be a free agent. Obviously, Gentlemates are going to be putting in their offer. I'm sure that Scrap is probably already in some conversation with the Falcons, see what they could potentially do. It's interesting the way that they bombed out here. I don't know what to expect from them at the World Cup. I think it's kind of an interesting spot for Neum because, of course, he played great, Major 3, they win the Major, but ever since then, I actually saw some people talking about it. So I've got the numbers brought up that I saw put together on Reddit. So these are the numbers of the boys on Thieves ever since they won Major 3. So they win Major 3. These are the Major 4 qualifiers, the Minor 2, the Major 4, and Champs, right? So all the games they played since they won. Hydra, end of season Hydra. No surprise, 1.08, 98 Slayer rating. Playing great. Scrap, not as good, for sure. Obviously dragged down a lot by his Champs performance. Fair enough. Beezy played well. Neum sitting at a 0.9. Neum with a 79 Slayer rating. But again, I guess you could argue you got Scrap, Hydra, Beezy. It is what it is. But if it doesn't work out at Champs, I remember you said it, Don, at the start of the year. You were like, well, you know, you pick up Kenny. You might not have the best results, but you know for damn sure you're not going to bomb out at Champs.
Yeah.
Okay. They don't have Kenny at this point in the year. They bomb out of Champs. So I don't know. My point, I think, is Thieves are going to probably have to rebuild this team. Maybe they can keep hold of one of Scrap and Hydra. I think that's a tall order, but maybe they can. I agree with you that looking at Kremp, I think, is very logical, bringing him back in. But if you are going to go for that rebuild, are you keeping Neum in the rebuild if you don't have the talent that they currently have?
What you think, Trey? What you think?
I said this the other day when I was streaming. I think Scrap and Hydra go their separate ways. I think Scrap or Hydra. Well, Hydra, I feel like definitely goes to Gentlemates. I feel like that's been. I feel like that's been in the works for a while. I think it just works both ways too. He's gonna get paid a nice sum of money. He's gonna be the fucking. He's literally gonna be like the Mbappe. You know, like he's gonna be the he's literally gonna be the superstar of that team.
Taco Dictator songs.
And I'm dead serious that he probably retires on that team.
Yeah,
like that's where I see it. He's gonna get paid a nice amount of money. He's gonna get all the love in the world. He's gonna be any player he wants. He's gonna be able to get unless Falcons come in and start offering millions again. So that's where I think Hydra goes. Scrap, on the other hand, I think Scrap ends up on like a Falcons. I think Scrap to a Falcons gets a shit ton of money. They're gonna make him like the #1 star boy, and then they're gonna let him build the team he wants to build. But I think he only goes there if he doesn't play with Exnid.
Okay.
Yeah, I could see both of those things happening, but obviously in that case, Don, like Thieves gotta do something.
Yeah, I mean, before I comment on Thieves, I mean, if I'm Ernie, I'm telling, bro, yo, Paco, bro, yo, my bad, bro. I costed you, bro. Me, you, and Joe. Holy fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Bring me with you, Paco. I'll take a little bit less. Just a little bit. Not too much, but just a little bit. A little, you know. I'm on 500 right now. I'll take a little 450. You know what I'm saying? Just bring me with you, Paco. I'll take that shit. You know, you give me, you, Joe, and one other good AR, I'll take 400. You know what I'm saying? That'd be my penalty for throwing up the horse shit at Champs and terrorizing you. Bring me with you, Paco. That's what I would do. Because I think that would be a super team. Joe, Paco, Scrap would be fucking ridiculous, honestly. But Thieves, I mean, Abeezy's locked down. Unless they sell Abeezy. Because Thieves, they do. Hey, we've seen it before.
No rebuild.
You know, obviously Abeezy. I think Abeezy played great this year. I think Abeezy still has gas in the tank. I think him seeing Simp win Champs, like, that shit probably, like, damn. You know, that probably did something to him a little bit. I think Abeezy, it could, like, yeah. If they just go full rebuild, you know, I'm pretty sure Abeezy's getting paid something nice. You sell him, get some money. You get Crimp. You know, if they were to sell Abeezy, I would keep Neum. I think if Abeezy was the sole player left, that he would probably go full rebuild. Maybe, you know, if Ernie doesn't go to what does the team I said? Gentlemates. Yeah, if Ernie doesn't go to Gentlemates and he goes to Falcons, like, you just got to take basically the scraps, the leftovers. You know what I'm saying? Maybe You know, if Ernie goes to Falcons, he doesn't want a Luka. You take a Luka, but like you would pretty much just have to pick up players that are second options. You know, and you can make great squads like that. You know,
I mean, they kind of did it a couple of years ago, right? When they had the Kremp, Joe, Nasty, and Ghosty team. Because Luke says with the 5, I'd like a young team. You know, Lurks, Kremp, Aluka, Ethan, Neum, Kips. You know, names like this. So I do hear that, and I think they might be forced into that corner. Like I'm interested in your perspective about Scrap and Hydra, because I genuinely think Scrap and Hydra is one of the best duos in terms of just pure potential that we've just ever seen. And I think it would be a shame to see them break up, because like their results, apart from champs, are great. They've made a lot of finals. They've won the minors. They've won a handful of majors. But it's like both times at champs, they've just bombed out dead last. But I guess you could say that the OpTic Dynasty, they bombed out top 8 at champs twice in a row before they then won it the next year. So maybe I don't know, maybe they do run it back. But probably not on Thieves.
I mean, just think that trio, Scrap, Hydra, Joe, holy fucking shit. Because Joe, the most underrated thing to me about Joe, and why he's going to be great with Paco, in my opinion, is that if you look at the numbers, Joe he's like an objective player. You know, he had a couple matches this year where he lost faith in his team and started Killhorn a little bit. But besides that, when he's playing for the win, he's averaging a minute and a half. He's planning the bomb, and he's doing all of that. He's grabbing the ball in overload. And he's doing all that with a 1.3, getting 100 kills a series. Like, you know, put Paco next to that. Paco's just running around Killhorn the whole time. He doesn't have to do shit. Ernie getting the fucking hill like you have the second half of the season. I think that's a great team.
I mean, then we could also talk about OpTic, though. Do they make a change if they don't have a good EWC?
They shouldn't. But will they? Maybe. I don't think they should.
I don't think they should either, because they've literally been the best team all year in terms of consistency-wise. But if Scrap's on the market, you know Hex would love a Scrap on the team.
I know that, like, I think what you said, Trey, about... Well, Hector even said it after they won champs in Modern Warfare 3, that he was trying to get Scrap and Hydra anyway, given they were available. Yeah. And they didn't do it, and it all worked out in the end because they found Mercules. But, like, it nearly didn't work out for them. And I just think, like what you said, Trey, Hydra is likely to retire on Paris. If he goes to Paris, he probably stays there for the rest of his career. So, like, if OpTic want him, and they've tried to get him twice, or maybe not tried, but, like, it was 95% done before Scump decided to run it back with Illy. And then they thought about it after winning champs in Modern Warfare 3. So it's like, if OpTic want to try and get Hydra, I don't even know if they'd be able to. Hydra might just decide to go to Paris anyway. But, like, if they wanted to try, now is the chance. This is the only chance you're going to get.
Well, this is my thing. The OpTic offer seems insane to anyone when Gentlemates wasn't in the league.
Yeah.
Gentlemates is bigger than OpTic in that instance. Gentlemates sold what, 18,000 seats in the fucking arena? I don't think OpTic are selling out 18,000 seats for an event.
You're honestly right. Like, if you're Hydra, I think the Paris offer is just more appealing. And also, like,
Paco specifically, yeah. I mean, if Ernie got an OpTic offer, I would say Ernie go to OpTic. But Paco, if Paco had an OpTic offer,
even Ernie on Gentlemates, that's still huge as well.
That's still huge. That's still huge. But
like, I just feel like the fan base over on Gentlemates is the biggest we have in COD right now. Yeah. But if it does work out like that, and Hydra does go to Gentlemates, and there's not a spare spot, you know, maybe they want to stay with Ghosty and Sib. I don't know what it's like over there, but you know, obviously they're not a terrible team. They've made a change. They've done what they could at champs. Let's see how they play here. But if a spot does just open, and you know, Hydra does want to take Scrappy, but Scrap has an OpTic offer, I don't feel like any of those are wrong. But I don't want OpTic to change because I don't think they should.
People are really talking about dropping Merc for Scrap, right? I mean,
Listen, if you want me to be honest, this is what I think. If OpTic were going to make a change, the obvious person they get rid of, which I don't think they ever should, because Hugh is by far their best player, in my opinion, in terms of what he brings to the team. Comms-wise, how his gameplay is, he makes everything easier for everyone else. But obviously, they would get rid of Hugh because that's just how they do it every single time they make a change. They get rid of Hugh. And then they would probably just fucking bring Scrap on and make Merc be like a fucking... Make a sub. But that's probably what they would do.
I mean, maybe a Modern Warfare 4 as well. Like, it might be just like a, you know what I mean? It might be an AR
Don,
game.
you know I'm right, too.
No, I was just thinking, I agree, but I was just thinking this even a part of that, like, bro, you just bless Ernie and get pot. Like, imagine Shotzi, Dashy, Scrappy, and Hydra. It's a good team. It's a fucking that's a fucking good ass team.
Yeah, I
right
think
there.
if you're OpTic, you've got to play this game a little bit. Like you've got to put the feelers and see like, okay, if we somehow manage to offer Hydra and offer Scrap, like would they be down? Would they stay? What would Dashy and Shotzi think about it? Because like I don't disagree. I think you've got to play the market a little bit if you're OpTic. Because
I also do believe there is a world where Scrap and Dashy do team before Dashy retires.
Yeah.
yeah, I think I agree with that. But also it's
But
like
my
I don't want
thing
to get
is,
rid of Merc,
my
bro.
thing is,
I'm getting
Hydra
rid of
is
Merc.
not going to. Hydra ain't going to any other team but Gentlemates. I'll put my life on that. Hydra, do not do me dirty. I'm not trying to die.
Yeah, I feel like Paco is going to Gentlemates as well, man. It's just gonna be crazy, bro. I feel like there's no point not, cause like just looking at it, like if I'm in Paco's shoes, right? I'm literally the French phenom. Like realistically, I can go join OpTic for 2 years,
and then I
and
go
then the
to
Gentlemates
Paris.
offer.
Oh yeah, it's never
Yeah,
going
then
away.
I'll go to Paris. Like it's just like LeBron. Let me go to Miami, win my championships, then I'll go back to Cleveland. Like then I'll go back home. Like Paco, you could go to OpTic and then vibe for a couple years, maybe win a chance ring, and then go to Gentlemates.
I also don't
abusing the
believe.
power, but
I also don't think OpTic make a 2-man change for Scrap and Hydra.
probably not. And like you said, I think Hook has had an incredible season. I think Hook has had an incredible season. That's why I don't think OpTic should make a change. I just feel like
But it's OpTic.
I just feel like if they lose, even if they get second place at the World Cup, I feel like it's gonna cross their mind. Like they're gonna think
Especially
about
with
it.
the free agents that are on the market.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not
just
often
too
you
good of
get
players. It's gonna
these
cross
many
their mind.
players on the
Right.
market like this.
Not often do you get Scrap and Hydra for a freebie.
Yeah. I mean, it happened like it nearly kind of happened 2 years ago, but even then it weren't free. So, but these
No,
they're
but, like,
literally
now
on
it's a
contract
free
this
ski.
year. Yeah, exactly. So I do think they have to think about it. The World Cup does determine a fair bit. I agree, depending on where they go. I also agree with your point you made the other day, Don, about like because people talk about Hook and his search in the grand finals and all of this, like, and taking someone else to carry the bomb, right? Like, I think it's a fair point. Yeah. I would also say that people that say, "Oh, well, they made every finals, they can't possibly make a change." It's like, well, will people really remember that in however many years? Like,
I mean, that's what harms them even more.
Yeah, I think in fact losing finals, if anything, is kind of worse. It's like, okay, so you're struggling to get over the line and win, and making these weird plays in grand finals. I don't know. It's like I don't think that necessarily helps the case to stay together. If anything, it creates more cracks. You know, when you lose that many finals.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's a good argument to stay together. Like, okay, we're there every tournament, but we're there depressed every Sunday.
Okay,
So
I mean, also listen, you know, the champs finals, like they were like 3 rounds of S&D off winning.
yeah, could have
but-
gone either way.
But you also see how they lost some of those maps. 4v2, come on, bro.
I can't believe they lost that still.
And you know what I'm like, Don. Those losses, those second places, those stupid rounds, those plays, they all equate into a bigger decision at the end of the year.
Yeah.
Like people's in the chat, like you guys say, "Oh, there's no point in talking about this. They ain't gonna change." No, there is a good point to talk about this because they've just got second every single event bar one. That's gonna weigh into a lot of options in the off season. if they won 3 out of however many majors and then got second at champs, all right, different conversation. But they just got second at every major bar one and then second at champs, and then potentially they could get another second at EWC or win it. Now, if they win EWC, no change. That would be a good year for OpTic. Second at every event and 2 wins. Great year.
Oh, yeah.
Great year. Probably the most consistent year there's been of a team in the CDL.
Mm-hmm.
But if they don't win EWC and then they get second at EWC again, they would probably rather just go out rather than get another second done, if you want me to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Another second would harm this team a lot.
I think a lot of people don't realize, like, obviously it's the same argument, like people say LeBron lost in the finals like 6 times, but like it hurts. It's obviously making it to the finals is a great accomplishment, but it hurts even more to be so close. To be so close and then to not win, rather than just get, we just got blicked down this event. Like, you can get over that.
How many times?
Yeah, you can get over, like, fuck it, my team's just ass. Like, you can get over it. Like, when you get the second, you're thinking about everything that if it just went the other way, that you would have won. And you're just thinking about it nonstop. And they've even commented on it when they won. They're like, yeah, when we're in the finals, we feel the doubt. The doubt creeps in. We just got to go vet mode and ignore it. So it gets to a point where it's like, damn, do I want to have to fight these doubt demons every finals? We could just make a roster change and now the doubt disappears. Like, now we just got a fresh, clear slate. You know what I'm saying? Like,
there's someone in the chat, Silexio. He's not happy about us talk about OpTic changing. Must be a big fan, which is fair. He's also said, if you lose the finals of the NBA, you're still a conference champion. No one gives a flying fuck if you're a conference champion. That's like winning a minor. No one gives a flying fuck about winning those damn minor.
I think that's even worse than winning a minor. Well, I could not tell you. Oh yeah,
that's like Don. That's like winning it. That's like winning the stage 3 split.
Yeah.
That's
you
like getting first seed for the major. Yeah, you went 5-0 in the.
I don't give a fuck about that, bro.
You got first seed at the event, basket shit. No one gives a flying fuck about damn no conference champions. If you don't win the event, no one gives a flying fuck. That's how it is.
Yeah.
That's COD for you. Or if that was the case, because listen, this is pretty much exactly the similar case of Seattle last year. If it didn't matter that much, why didn't Seattle, Vancouver, why didn't they stay the same?
Yeah.
Everyone's going to say, because other teams wanted to pick up same shit.
They knew they were going to blow it up anyway before the year had even ended, to be honest. Like the argument is they got second so many times. Why would they change? Why did Seattle change? Yeah, they made all those finals,
Vancouver were going to change before EWC. Or they were already talking about changing because Neptune was firing out, hey guys, I'm FA after this event, even if we win it.
No, I think fans, like, they look at the results and they don't. Yeah, I agree. They don't always see how things are developing behind the scenes. Like, teams don't look at coming second 4 times and think, we're good enough to win. We just got to get over the line once more. They think, fucking hell, we're missing something. Something's going wrong. Like, we might be chalked. And as soon as that happens, it's tough to dig yourself out of that hole. I would just say quick shout out to Luke for another 5. He says Hook's the best player unless it's the finals. Lord Dizzy with the 5 as well. Is there no way that Nade pays Scrap the bag to stay and build around him? It's not impossible. I just don't know what Thieves' finances are. I mean, Nade took a pay cut to get Scrap and Hydra on the team in the first place.
Yeah, but then he got the Rubet deal. He did get
the Rubet deal. That is true.
We'll see, man. I think Thieves can just save money and just try to, get an Ethan, get something. I don't know, but just like I wanted to have one more comment.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was gonna say one more comment about the second place shit is like new players like a Luca. I tip it. 3rd place at champs, that's fucking God like your first time. We tip all that shit where you get second the first time, 3rd the first time. These guys have fucking 10 shit. Second is awful to them. Like, I seen people at the club that got second place. They didn't look happy. They didn't look happy at fucking all.
They got rings. They got rings, bro.
They don't want a fucking second. Second you're literally so close. Now, the first time you get second, remember the first time I got second, I was happy as fuck. I had just got top 40 fucking 3 months before that. Then I'm in the grand finals at UMG DC. I'm fucking, we lost, all good, boys. Fuck it. Like, I was happy to be there. The next time I got second, I wanted to fucking end it. So it's just like,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Second hurts so bad, bro. So I'm just saying, they're just to go back on Trey's point, they're going to think about if they get second at World Cup, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck?"
I think they're for sure. If they get second at World Cup, I mean, know. I can't
it's
see
also listen to get second 3 majors in a row before you win them. Like the first second on, it's like, all right, bet, cool. That's whatever. We'll get them next time. We know what we need to work on. Second, it's like, damn, we worked on all that shit. We still couldn't win. That's fucking ass. And you get second for the third time, where you're like, whoa, okay. Well, we might just be surfing. Then they win, and then it's like, all right, we're back. And they won just before champs.
Yep.
So like, they're obviously the best team going into champs. And then you get second at champs again. It's great money. Don't get me twisted. It's great money. But they don't give a fuck about the money. They've all got bread.
Yeah.
So what AJ Simpson says in the chat is like, these teams can't afford to lose consistency. They barely run a profit. Second in all finals is a great year, no matter the org. Like from Optic's perspective, yeah, they're getting the cash.
No, organization wise, yeah, but player wise,
but also you think that's gonna last. This is the other thing. People seem to think, oh, you got all seconds this year, made all the finals. Well, next year you're gonna make all the finals again. I don't work like that. The team's compromised. No. Like the amount of teams we've seen be dominant for a year and next year they just shit the bed. Like people who don't think OpTic would even consider a change, you've got to remember, as I said before, Hector literally said on a podcast he was very keen to get rid of Pred and Kenny and bring in Scrap and Hydra after they'd literally just won champs. And that decision didn't happen at the time, understandable. But in hindsight, that team shut the bed the next year, went 0-18. So, like, just because they were great at the end of Modern Warfare 3 doesn't mean they're going to be a good team the following year. And often, I mean, look, the OpTic Dynasty, they won champs. The next year, things fell apart. Like, this is why we call it the champs curse, right? So, teams don't last forever. And this team with Merc has been a thing for, like, 15 months at this point. Like, it's probably not going to last another 12 months without any issues. Yeah. That's just how it is. Very, very rare any team lasts more than a year and a half. So, we'll see.
You are right. Like, there's hardly any teams that last. Even the FaZe team, they were going to break up, but they won EWC.
Yeah, and then it didn't really work out for them because, like they end up shitting the bed at champs the next year anyway. Because Louis said in the chat, he says, what did he say? If they had the money, they would have stuck together. He said about Surge, but I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have done.
No, that's true.
What do you mean?
No,
go on.
Like, all right, so the reason they broke up is because Seattle basically said to him they're not paying them. Like, obviously they fucking place in second every event. They want better contracts. Seattle basically said, we're not giving you them contracts. We're not doing that. We're going to rebuild. That's why they've got this fucking dog shit team they have now.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I guess that is true, but also, like, even then...
I understand where people are coming from in that logic, but people's logic in the chat right now is they got second all year. Like, that's still good. They should stick. Vancouver, Seattle, whatever you want to call them, they didn't even want to stick together.
Yeah.
After they got second all that time.
Yeah, that's
you know what I'm
my
saying.
Point,
that's take the org point out of it. Take the org basically saying you guys are fucked regardless. Like, you guys, we're gonna break up because we can't pay you guys contracts. Fair enough. The players that got second all year long didn't want to team with each other because they couldn't win.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying OpTic can't win. They've won this year. They got a bunch of seconds. But, and they won champs back to back, whatever, like, cool. I'm just saying mentally this year will be taxing for them as players.
Yeah, so the World Cup's a big tournament, and let's talk about it because we have groups officially confirmed for the Esports World Cup, and here they are. It is 2 groups of 8. So different to what we have seen previously, where we've had like 4 groups of 4, double elimination bracket. It's the same double elimination bracket style event. So the first seed in each group plays the 8th seed. So FaZe will play whoever wins the LCQ. Could be Bush. OpTic will play War in the first round, and then if you win 2 games before you lose 2, you are through to the playoffs. So 16 teams down to 8 over the first 2 days. Then there was a 3-day single elimination best of 7 bracket. So it's like how it was back in the day, Trey, Black Ops 3, Stage 1, Stage 2 playoffs when it used to be single in BO7. That's what we're having this tournament. BO5's in the groups and double elimination bracket. But it's interesting having 8-team groups. I mean, I kind of like it, I guess, because it opens the door to more matches, but it doesn't mean that we've got some sort of single round robin, everyone plays everyone, which would be fire. But like that's not how it's going to be.
I just preferred how they had it before.
Yeah, we're just 4-4.
Just 4 groups of 4. It's the best format there is. Everyone's trying to reinvent the wheel. Like, stop. CWO had it perfect.
To be honest, I don't disagree. I think this makes it harder on the challengers teams as well. That's my thing. Is like I think it's harder for the challengers teams to get out this way.
Yeah.
But
I mean, in a sense, it kind of works the same way. In a sense, but I just think 4 groups of 4 was just perfect. You knew what was happening. You knew what was going on. Top 2 teams go through. Top 2 don't. You know what I'm saying? Bottom 2 don't. Like, it's just the best way for it.
Yeah, so this is the new format we were talking about, Don. We're just saying we've got 2 groups of 8 now instead of 4 groups of 4. So it changes the game a little bit. It means there's more teams to potentially play, but the fundamentals are the same. You win 2 before you lose 2 and you're through. Otherwise, you don't.
OpTic have the free. Hey, OpTic have the freebie.
Is it seeded by champs?
It's seeded by champs. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then by standings of the teams that didn't make it to champs. So the groups are, if you guys are listening on audio, Group A is FaZe, Paris, G2, Toronto. That's your top 4 favorites for the group. Ravens, Cloud9, Omit, the best challengers team, and then the LCQ winners. May or may not be the Bush.
My condolences to Cloud9. There's not even a single like they are about to get bullied.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think they play G2 if I'm not mistaken, the first match, and then
shit.
And then they might get slammed by like Omit or something. You never know. But that'd be a pretty.
Who would the LCQ play? FaZe?
Yeah, they play FaZe. Yeah. So if you guys win LCQ, you get the FaZe round 1. You get the FaZe first round game. I'm not, and then I guess you'd play the loser of like Koi Ravens.
Would you rather FaZe or OpTic, Don?
Not of neither.
Yeah. So it was going to be one of the 2, but yeah. It's
good content though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, if we get that LCQ spot, and we whatever happens versus FaZe, if we survive that, we survive that. We get a little C9 match. We could take that.
Yeah,
we'll take that. I promise you, we'll take that. We get a little C9, maybe a little Ravens, maybe a little Omit.
You still have to win a decider though. Like there's going to be like a decider game in there for you guys, or if you obviously make it, but like Omit or something against like a Gentlemates or a Koi or something. I think upsets are still possible there. Like I think Gentlemates are also still kind of gettable. You never really know what version of them is going to turn up. Toronto, I think, are kind of gettable. So Group A is pretty stacked, but I don't think it's impossible to see some interesting upsets. But
taking my bias out of it. Imagine the Bush aren't there. I think Omit can make it out.
Mm-hmm. Well, we'll run some predictions. We'll predict which 4 make it out in a second.
Okay.
Once we talk through the groups. So then Group B is everyone else. Honestly, I really like Group B. Like I think it's going to be really interesting. OpTic obviously are in there. Falcons are in there, fresh off a top 3 at champs. Will they get better? Will they kick on? They played really well. The talk even was the first afternoon that Falcons were just slamming in practice. Maybe Neptune made an error not joining, but Heretics are in there. I remember this, Trey, like you remember when we went to the EWC in 24 and Heretics were just absolute dog shit. I don't know what happened to them before that tournament. I think some teams didn't take it that seriously that year because it was like, what is this tourney? It's an extra tourney. First time we're doing it. Like, can't really take it that serious. It's out in Saudi Arabia or whatever. But I don't know what happened to Heretics that event, but they were like the worst pro COD team of all time. They got blicked out immediately. 0-3, I think. I think they had like Vickle on the team at the time or something. I think it might have been Vickle's last event.
That's where they got absolutely violated.
They got violated so bad by an amateur team. Like, it was so bad. So every time I think of EWC and Heretics, I think of that. But I don't know, obviously it's different team, different players, so maybe not. Then Thieves, right? Thieves are in the group, and they're in there as the 4th seed because of their placement at Champs. So that means they play Boston first round, and we know a little bit of history there between Thieves and Boston, first round of a big tournament. So not impossible. Surge, I'm assuming they're still keeping their same roster, but I know that Ronnie was talking about like they're basically releasing everyone, and the players are playing for them on like a freelance basis, but they get to keep the money or some bullshit, which obviously could have gone wrong for them if more than one player left, because then they wouldn't be able to field a team that complied with the roster rules. But I think they've got away with it. So they're still going to run it back with the same team. I'm not expecting much. Obviously, Project Notorious featuring Cammy now, replacing Bean. So it's still the same, Eric Boom, Johnny, Snoopy, and Cammy team. Honestly, on paper, it's still a great squad. And they were Game 7, Round 11 with Omit in the Champs Challengers Finals. So that could go either way. War, I think, have an uphill battle on their hands for sure. But yeah, these are the groups, Trey. Any other thoughts about Group B?
I was just tasting Jenna just there. I was just saying, because she just asked about the groups. I was saying I don't think Heretics make it out.
Oh.
I don't think Heretics make it.
Ooh.
I think there's an upset. I think there's an upset somewhere
close,
around
bro.
there.
He is a
I
close
think
one.
I think OpTic Falcons 100 Thieves. Obviously 100 Thieves had like a bad champ stint, but I do believe they're going to be all right this event. I just don't like the look of Heretics. They don't look like they're meshing. They don't look like a team when they play. Yeah, I don't know. I can see an upset with Heretics somewhere along the line.
And then, like, I know you said War have an uphill battle, bro. I think War, they're not like I wouldn't like pick them like to win these series. But they are so hard to play because they're very good at S&D and they play like weird as fuck. Like they play weird as fuck. Like I promise you, they can beat anyone in that bottom row. They could beat Boston Breach for sure. They for sure could beat anyone in that bottom row. Maybe they just can't slay with the pro teams, but I wouldn't be surprised. Or well, obviously there's fucking 6 pro teams, but with the top 4 row. But Boston Breach, Surge, I could see either of those teams losing to the Challengers teams in this group. It's gonna be weird.
Well, that's what I said about Heretics too. I could see that as well. I know I'm a Heretics hater, like you guys always say, but like
I'm tempted to
I see what you're saying. The thing is with Heretics is like I feel like they could lose. I just feel like Rencor and Super like will drop 1.5s versus like the AM teams. Like it's like I can also see them dropping 0.8s though.
They've been doing a lot of that lately.
Versus the AMs, I don't think so.
Listen,
I think they would eat the AMs alive. I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, they should. They should.
They're just iron so hard.
No, they should, but like, bro, they just don't look like they're cohesive.
Yeah, it's true.
It's just like 4 people on a team that speak different languages.
Yeah.
All right,
Ever since they brought in
from that table, that blackjack table.
Oh yeah, I forgot. Yeah,
boy,
right.
on my end.
He's got Spanish
now,
cheese,
bro.
See, I can't even talk to Don when he's like this, bro.
And it's still Spanish cheese, bro. Oh my god.
You win a couple dollars with your guys, and then they're your guys. Like,
yeah, we was making money. We was breaking bread.
Well,
together,
guess what,
bro?
Don? I ain't make no money with those motherfuckers. They are fries. No, listen. They're, like realistically, the top 4 of each group should make it out. I'm just saying what teams could get upset. You know, because realistically, Boston, Vancouver, P7, Team War. Like if P7 beat Boston, I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah,
it's who makes
if
it
War
out of the
beat
group.
Surge.
Yeah,
if War beat Surge, I don't really care.
Because you know that team's blowing it up anyway in the off season. You know what I mean?
Listen, it's if War versus Boston, like fries. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't bother me because you're probably not gonna make out the group anyway.
I believe in Boston.
Like I said,
I'm going blind Boston.
You've been believing in Boston.
Baby, they underestimate us. They always underestimate us, man. Afro's
You've been believing in Boston
yeah.
since Pentagram was on the team, bro.
No, I didn't. I had no faith at that point. No. That's when I was fully out. When Pentagram came on board, I was fully out. But now I'm back
But
in.
you're the biggest Pentagram hater I know. That was actually funny.
Yeah. I had a little run. I had a little run of form.
Trey's been waiting 2 years for Miami's downfall. This guy is on Mars.
On Mars?
Well, they've not exactly been good, have they?
All
I've
right.
been waiting on the downfall. It's already been
absolutely.
happening.
Yeah, absolutely. So, all right. This is... Okay, you know what? Before I quickly look at this, I just wanted to look at... There's a format I saw, a schedule even. They explain this to me. But we have 6 games on Friday. We have Group A opening match. We have all the Group A opening matches and 2 of the Group B opening matches. That is the schedule of the Wednesday. So 6 games. But they're scheduled 1 hour 15 apart. And they're best of 5s. So, like, are we having 2 streams, but the games are staggered? Or... Because there's no way they're expecting to get a best of 5 done every hour and 15. Because at Champs and the event before, they were scheduling 2 hours between each of the games. So, like, I'm a little bit confused by what they're trying to do with the schedule. Because obviously the way that they've laid it out makes it look like these games are running one after another. But they can't possibly think they're getting all these best of 5s done in an hour 15. So... I don't know. Let's see. Maybe they're just begging to run behind. But like their last game is scheduled for 9:15. There's no if they run with this format, it's gonna run until like 1 a.m. So I don't know. But whatever. These are the first games. So pretty much the second game of the day will be the LCQ winners against FaZe. It's Koi Ravens, it's G2 Cloud9, Gentlemate Tomit, OpTic War, 100 Thieves Boston. So all the games we kind of talked about. Look, let's go through. Let's give a couple predictions for the groups. We've got to pick 4 teams to get out of each group. I think for group
just
A,
for people that don't know, Rab. Just for people that don't know, explain how it works.
the groups.
Because some people are gonna get confused by it.
Yeah, no, fair enough. So as far as I understand, these groups, it's like a normal group. The group is basically a bracket. Like this group is basically a double elimination 8-team bracket, just like we have for normal tournaments. And it's just if you win 2 games, you're through, and once you lose 2 games, you're gone. So it's kind of interesting doing this as an 8-team group rather than a 4-team, because in a 4-team group, it's cool. We call it GSL style format, and what it means is that a team can go through but only has ever beaten 1 team to do it, if you see what I mean. So like you might beat a team, lose to the best team, and then the team you beats the other team, and then you get to beat that team again. So like that's consider the downside of the format, is because the 4 groups of 4 GSL style, you can only be better than one of the teams in the group, but you just have their number and therefore you qualify. Whereas this format, I think you're probably guaranteed to play somebody else in your, like probably all your games, you're guaranteed to play somebody else. So we're probably not going to get like any repeat games here really.
Best way to describe it is win 2 before you lose 2.
Yeah, that is the format for groups. And then if you do win 2 before you lose 2, you make it to another 8-team bracket. But this time it's singular
Which is
limb.
singular limb.
Best of 7s. So it's a bit better than last year because it's best of 5 singular limb.
There is a 3rd place match though.
Oh, of course. It's the World Cup, baby.
If you guys
If
didn't know, there is a 3rd place match
with even more money on the line.
For a little extra bread, yeah.
It's probably an extra like 150 or something in it. Like it's probably
an extra
nice.
80,000.
Right, well there you go. So it's worth winning.
It's an extra 20k a person. Oh yeah, it's definitely worth
God.
winning.
Yeah, not bad for a little
Listen,
third place game.
Listen, I wish EWC was around when I competed, bro. I'd be breaded.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, this is a serious tournament. You know, we can't. People like to downplay this tourney, but every year it happens. I think it gathers a bit more weight, and I think they've improved the format this year. I don't know what I think about the 2 groups of 8 thing is a bit weird. As I say, I think the advantage is that we get to see new games the whole time. So it should be good. I'm hoping this will be good. So let's see. Group A, we've got to pick some people to get out of the groups. We'll just go 4 teams. Who's going to make it out? I'm taking FaZe. That's my pick.
Yep.
Yeah.
You want to make a pick, Trey?
I mean, anyone gonna?
I went
Fucking
FaZe, so
G2.
I love that one.
Yeah, I'm gonna go G2. Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Take a gentle mates to make it out. Yeah.
All right. So FaZe, Genovese, G2. Like, are we gonna take Omit over Toronto? That's the question, really.
Well, that's the only thing you could clearly say is like Omit's probably
Or Bush.
the only team that could really, or Bush, but Bush might get disheartened by getting violated by Simp for first game. So
Yeah. Now we can't pick a team to make it that hasn't even won the LCQ yet.
Yeah, listen, I hope we make it, but like, yeah, I'm not gonna pick us here. It's just, I pray that we even get into the pool. It'd be fucking a great accomplishment. But I think Omit can beat Koi, man.
I'm picking Omit. I'm
They
going.
can.
For it. I'm going for it. Yeah.
listen. I'm down to have an upset in both brackets.
I'm down.
Okay, all right, fuck it. Let's
Again,
do it.
I don't
Just-
exactly
yeah.
know how the bracket would go here. Like it's a little bit confusing. I think how the seeding works. So we're not able to really easily predict like whoever would play.
Yeah.
But like Omit will play Gentlemates in their first round game. After that, I don't know. So, but they'll have a decider against like a Koi or a G2 or something like that probably. So but you never really know. But yeah, I think Omit making it through is. I'd like to see them make it. Oh, people say what happened to audio? Looks okay on my end. So, if it's broken, let us know. Group B, OpTic. I'm taking Falcons for sure.
Yeah.
And I guess I'm taking Thieves. Like I don't think they're bombing out Grizz, but you never really know. Like when a team's bombed out of champs like that, you never really. They could just be compromised. Have they played? You know, like, have they actually scrimmed at all? Like maybe not. But I still think they'll be good enough. But it's just Boston will have been grinding. I'm just saying. Boston in 5 round 1. Lock in. And then Snoopy
is this
gets his
all-
lick. Oh my god, I see the vision. Boston knock Thieves down to losers, and then they play Snoopy and he knocks them out.
Wait, are these all played on main stage?
Well, that was my question. I'm not sure if they're going to have 2 stages because the way that they've done the schedule, it feels very optimistic for them all to be on main stage.
Well, yeah, especially last time we played, that was fries.
Yeah, oh my god, yeah.
Remember the last EWC?
delays
It
out
took
the
like
wazoo.
2 hours to start on that. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm assuming they're
What,
going to
they-
have a
what-
Bravo stage.
They're given an hour and 15 for each match.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. That's what I was saying.
If,
Like,
it,
I
if,
don't
it, if
understand
it goes
it.
best, if it goes game 5, that's already an hour and a half long series.
Yeah, and then you've got to get your boy like Barney Banks out there again to do the intro. Like, this is there's just I'm looking at this thinking they must have a Bravo stage. They can't be this stupid. That's my read. And they're going to alternate, but the series are going to be staggered. But I don't
hope
know.
so.
I'm no expert.
Because, like, yeah, there's no way they're getting this many matches out.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, but all right, we'll take an OpTic in Group B, and we're taking Falcons in Group B, I guess.
Yep.
I think we got to take Thieves.
Yeah, we got to take these.
I think we got to take Thieves.
Oh, yeah, no, I was never not taking these.
No?
The only team like I said, the only team I could see getting upset is Heretics.
I got Boston making it, bro. Boston over Heretics.
Is that who we're going with?
That's my vote. You guys are free to vote.
I'm going Miami.
All right. Let's trade.
Purge, Spa, Afro, TJ Ali.
I forgot TJ was there, bro. Fuck,
Hey, I
I
believe you
forgot they
forgot
had
TJ.
Tej.
Why is
Fuck,
that changing me?
Oh,
Yeah, my bad, Tej. Tej,
fuck,
yeah.
man. Nah, Tej is actually him at the World Cup. No, I got faith. Every year he's been at the World
think
Cup, he's
Tej
had a
got a donut at the
generational
World Cup.
moment. Yeah, but he had that
Did he?
one like he had
I think
the
we're 0-11, game 5.
yeah, but he had the
Listen,
little skit where he dropped the little line to Dashi when they did the American Psycho remake thing. And then the next year he did the LeBron thing. So like, yeah, Tej just got something in him.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie.
Am
The
I
only
getting
team I could see
overruled,
getting
man?
upset is no. The only team I could see getting upset is Heretics, but not by that Boston team.
By who?
We take it
No
Snoop?
one realistically.
Wait. Didn't Surge beat Heretics a whole bunch of times? Or no? Who are they
So,
beating?
oh yeah, that is very super. That's the one.
They had like a random matchup where they were just 3-0ing somebody. I swear it was Heretics.
And let me have a look.
Or
real
unless I'm
quick.
fucking tweaked
No,
out.
I actually don't think you are tweaked out.
I mean,
alright,
if it,
Surge.
I mean, I've got more.
Yeah,
I've got more hope
they've
in
been.
this.
That's their only win. I think is versus Miami.
Yeah, they
I've
3-0'd
got
Miami
more
back-to-back times. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
They
hold
3-0'd them
more
at the
faith
minor. They
in-
3-0'd them at the qualifiers. Look at this.
I've got more faith in Surge beating them than Boston, but I also think Boston is fries too. They got Mamba on the squad. They got fucking
Surge
Nero,
are fries.
Lunas, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that group beat.
Like, and these guys have
fries.
these guys have been these guys didn't even go champs.
Yeah, well, we don't know what they've
guys
been
are just-
cooking in the lab for a month, bro. Like, have faith.
Yo, what if Surge-
They have not been scrimming.
What if Surge beat Miami and then Miami still make it out, and then Surge don't make it out?
That would be funny, yeah.
Well, then you deserve to lose at that point.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
because Miami plays Surge. I see what you're saying. Miami plays Surge literally first round, don't they? Yeah,
Yeah. And they beat. They
Interesting.
haven't lost the map.
Yeah.
They haven't lost the map to them.
Yeah. Damn, Surge actually going to win that then. Okay. And then Surge are going to play like a Falcons or something.
Like OpTic and just get fucking blicked.
Just get blicked, yeah.
I think they would play. They would play Falcons, because OpTic will play Thieves second round.
Right, yeah, sure. That would be how it goes.
Yeah,
Ooh,
they
that
would
could
play
be
Falcons
juicy.
and just get blicked down.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could see that happening. And then Heretics, they go to losers. They beat like a P7 or War, and then beat
And they take out Boston or
whoever
something to
else.
get through.
Yeah. You have to get through. I swear that's the script. Bro.
I'm happy to be overruled on this one. I mean, I just, I wanted to get it out there one more time.
Yeah.
One more time. All right, that's the Esports World Cup. We just have one final thing to talk about before we close out the show. Also, thanks to PrizePicks supporting all the content this season. Thanks to all you guys watching from home as well, because we've had great support on the show this year, and it's been a level up, I think, in multiple regards. You guys have been showing the love on the Spotify, dropping the 5-star reviews, and of course, we've had the World Cup before. We had the most recent World Championship. It's finished. We've got the Esports World Cup just around the corner. If you guys want to get involved, I found this line that Don put on from a little bit earlier in the season. Skies was still here at the time. Afro was here on Boston, smashing some overs. So is that Fear? Yeah, look at this. We had Fear. He unlucky on the day from him. But if you guys want to get involved and rip first $50 lineup for free. If you have a $5 pick, then the link is in the description box below. Use code Breaking Point as always. Thanks to PrizePicks for all their support this season. They continue to support all our other partners and supporters as well. Before we close out the show, we've got to talk about ZooMaa's tier list. I didn't want to do our own tier list. I thought it'd take too long. We could do that after the season. But
Okay.
it was a matter for debate. ZooMaa, I think it was ZooMaa and Octane. They put together their top 10 SMGs of the year. And this is what they came up with. Now, okay, I think this is always controversial because how much do you consider champs? How much do you consider the rest of the season? But okay, simp number 1. I think that's probably pretty undisputed. The rest of it, we can have a chat about. So anyway, they came up with Simp, Joe Deceives, 04, Hydra, Hook, Shotzi, Abizi, Kremp, Neptune, Lurks as the top 10. Do we like it?
You go ahead, Trey. Go ahead.
Listen, I don't disagree with it fully. 04 being in third, I think it's pretty. Listen, he's had an up and down year, but he did win MVP and he did fry at champs. He just had an up and down year for him to be third, but I don't hate it either. He is very, very good, especially when the NPC meta came out. Don, he was phenomenal, like very, very good. Hydra Hugh, listen, I I still want to put Hugh like I feel like Hugh deserves higher on the list.
Yep.
For his own, people say he's not like didn't play great in finals a lot of the time, but like he had a pretty fucking good year, guys. Second at all events, first in one of them. Like I'm putting him maybe third, maybe fourth. He's definitely above Hydra this year, in my opinion. I think he definitely played better than Hydra this year. Let me bring up the A-Rab. Can you bring up
I got
or
it
send me
back
the
up.
tweet?
Yeah. I can send
Just
it
so
to
I
you as
can
well.
have it.
I'll put
Just
it
so
in
I
the
can
chat.
look at the list a little bit more. I think Hugh was better than Shotzi this year. I will say that. I think Hugh was my favorite player to watch this year on OpTic. I've said it every single show. I've said it, not even just based on performance, just based on what he does for the team. Kremp. Listen, I think Kremp's phenomenal. I think he'd be very high up on the list if he was on a better team. I actually, like I said, I don't hate the list. Maybe Neptune above some players based on that brief stint he had. Because he was by far one of the best subs in the game at that point in that stint.
Yeah.
So you could put him a little bit higher. Maybe you could put him above Abizi, maybe Kremp. Kremp, maybe Abizi. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you could have that argument for that Major 1 performance. But I actually don't hate the list. I would just have Hugh a little bit higher, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, look at that. There's a lot of good players.
It's
Like,
tough
we
to do
do
this,
talk
to be
about a
fair.
lot of.
I think this.
Yeah, we talk a lot about the burgers. It is fun talking about the burgers sometimes, but there's a lot of great players in the league. So
I mean, Lux kind of
I
has to be
agree with
10th
Trey.
here, I think. Like you can't really put Lux any higher than this, but Lux was great this year. You know.
yeah. I would put Hook at 2, right above Joe, and then scoop him down. Yeah, and then that would probably be where I would do. I would go Simp, Hook, Joe, and then 04 at 4, Paco at 5. Yep. And then
Would you put Kremp above Abizi?
No. I
Not
do
this
think
year?
Abizi. I do think Kremp had a great year, but Abizi was fucking. I mean, I had a segment on the Doug and Don show where Easy Mac gave us the fucking stats, and Abizi, like, if Thieves were to have won another event and like he played good, he could have won MVP. Like, he was playing fantastic after the NPC.
I think he kind of flew under the radar this year.
Yeah,
he
I think
did.
he's well
He did.
placed. Here, to be honest.
Very underrated player this year, Abizi.
Very underrated.
Which is crazy because it's like Abizi, but like I feel like we didn't hear much of him. But that's also because he wasn't on FaZe too. Just a very underrated year, but a very solid year.
It's also like the team got good, and he's playing with end of year Hydra, so like you're always going to be overshadowed.
Right.
I think a little.
I do want to like comment on 04. Like 04, I think has been like the apathy. Like he's had some of the highest peaks this year. I think 04's had the highest peak this year. I think when he was at his best, he's better than everyone on the list. But I just think he's had a lot of moments where his floor was pretty low. But I think 4th place is a great spot. I feel like 04 had a great season. I mean, he's a fucking world champion now. He did it. He did it all, bro. He did it all. Top 10 player in the world. I think that's a great accomplishment. The reason why like slotting Joe down, I will give Joe credit, but like I'm just going off of like the past in terms of like people dock me for not winning. Like you got to dock it for not winning. You know, Joe never made a grand finals.
I'm not having
The
Joe
whole
this
year.
high. Like I think Joe's a
but just-
phenomenal player, but I don't think you can have him
Great
second,
player.
bro. I think he should
Great
be
player.
like. I'd have him like.
I don't think.
fifth,
I think talent wise, like he's up there on the list. But I think if we're talking
100%.
on the year, he's got to go below a lot of the people that won events.
Yeah. It just going off of what people in BO4,
Bro,
the breaking point
04
list,
was
they
an
put me, like,
MVP.
13th or some shit.
Yeah.
04 was an
Lion Man put me-
MVP.
I at least made a grand finals. You know what I'm saying? Like Joe never even touched the finals in this year, and I feel like no one gives a fuck because he's more likable than like a scrap, like a Maddie. Even Maddie in World War II, he was on your team, right, Trey?
Scraps.
y'all got seconds. Y'all were at least making finals, and like people were gassing him up. I at least made a finals in BO4. Like Joe didn't even make a finals. Not to say that I think Joe was incredible this year. Incredible. He said, I put you 12th. I'm just saying. I'm just giving an example that like I feel like it's the similar thing. Like if people are gonna like dock you so hard for winning in the like players for docking them so hard for winning in the past, then you know what I'm saying? We should dock him for not winning. Unless we're just why not? Why not? Like fuck it.
I mean, I agree.
Just like
I don't think he should be this high. I think the 04 conversation is interesting because it's people say recency bias, and like Abizi was not great before the meta change. 04 was also like not great before the meta change to a degree. I mean, obviously they won Major 2. But then after that, even at Major 2, like he just had that generational Sunday. And then his numbers are more consistent than I guess you would think. And he did have like a ton of takeover maps. So
I also think his numbers are also skewed by how fucking well he plays on the Sunday.
Yeah, that might be fair. Like I was just looking through his numbers. Like literally just every single series he played. I mean, we can go back to Major 2 and see how he had a 1.4 in the finals against OpTic. But even since then, like obviously his numbers jump around a bit, but he is an SMG player, so you kind of expect this. But you know, there's a lot of series
that's why Don gave him the apathy title, though.
Yeah, but I just don't think he's been. I mean, it'd be interesting. Like, I'm sure that a statistician could do like a standard deviation of 04 series and see if he's actually as volatile as it feels like he is. But I'm looking at these numbers and okay, he's jumping around a bit. Like, okay, he has a 0.7, then he has a 1.3 the next series.
That's my thing. His thing is a point.
It doesn't seem that crazy to me.
Or a 0.7.
It kind of is, but like he doesn't have many 0.7s. He has a lot of 1.1s.
Well,
like a lot of 1.1s.
You know what I mean, though.
I know what you're saying. Yeah, I don't know if this is any more than other players.
To agree with both of you guys at the same time, Rab, you're right. He did a lot more better being consistent in the second half of the year. The Dravic meta, he was actually throwing up the horse, like Trey is saying. Like we were watching this shit, and he was legit. We were like, bro, true. Twin, you gotta stop blitzing, Twin. You are literally not shooting your gun. Like that's what Trey is talking about. Like we were watching games, and he was legit just running at people, like not even shooting his gun.
I didn't actually scroll back that far. If I scroll back that far, then yeah, it doesn't get pretty.
Well, this is my thing too. Is just like he was very consistent NPC meta. I'm just saying, like Rabbit. He doesn't. I feel like he never has like a 0.98. It's always like a 0.78, 0.83, 0.87, like, and then it'll just jump to a 1.2 out of nowhere. It's like, damn, I know you got a simp on the team, but like, motherfucker, like that's a great play
on the screen. That Major 2 qualifier.
Yeah, the Major 2 qualifier round was horrific.
That was the Dravic.
Yeah, this is the Dravic.
I just seen him have a 0.7 versus the bottom 3 teams in the league. Fucking Austin Breeze, C9 rate.
Look, even Major 3, like Rap, scroll down to Major 3. Major 3 tournament. It's like
0.7 against Falcons, 0.7 against Toronto, 1.4. I mean, it was against Rock Esports.
1.4, 1.3. Like it's like, you know, great player. By the way, I wouldn't change it for the world. To be honest with you, I think that's a great player to have on your team. He reminds me of like a Joe Cod, you know, Joe Pinney, you know, when he's frying like that, you're guaranteed a win. And if he drops a 0.7, you know, you can still come out with the win. It's going to be a little bit harder. So great player, though. He's actually, he's a great player. He's a breath of fresh air as a player, too. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got a good personality.
I just think you can debate where 04 sits like a number of different ways, because if you want to consider recency bias or whatever, like for the majority of the season he was pretty great and actually more consistent than people think, but he was pretty horrific at the start of the year. So
I mean, you could easily put him and Abizi next to each other realistically, because at the start of the year Abizi was throwing up the horse shit too.
It's just Abizi doesn't have a ring at the end of the year, and 04 does. So.
Yeah, that's the thing. But like, this is also recency bias as well, because Joe's second. If it's based on talent alone, like Joe second's cool. But I think we're factoring a lot of other stuff as well.
Yeah, I think 04's not badly positioned here. Like I'd put it maybe there or one lower maybe. But yeah, I mean, it is.
I'm putting Hugh up there though.
Yeah. I think over the course of the season, you have to I would probably. I think Hook over Shotzi for sure. I don't know. It's tough, you know. It's pretty tough because then you're thinking, well, shit. Where's Hydra? Like, is he fifth or sixth? But I don't really think that's. I think Hydra's
realistically,
all right as well.
besides Simp, you could probably throw a dart at a board and land these players, and it would all be fine and dandy. Realistically.
Well, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. It's been a pleasure. Thanks for joining us all today. Hope you had good time watching the show. Here's Easy Mac again. If you guys didn't see him with his Emmy Award earlier, I just thought I'd bring him back up. Had to be done. Former co-host of the show. And absolute hero behind the scenes. They don't know the work that this guy puts in. But yes, gentlemen and ladies, thanks for joining us all on the Spotify, on the YouTube Live, or after the fact. It's good to have Don back on the show. Absolute pleasure. And we will be, it depends. If anything crazy happens in the next 7 days, then we might have a show next Monday. If not, then this was the preview for the Esports World Cup, and we will be back after it's all over and we have another champion to close out the year. And I'm sure after that, there's going to be a lot of roster stuff to talk about in the off season as well. But yeah, Don, good luck to the boys over the next couple of days this weekend, and hopefully you get those flights booked to Paris on Monday.
Yeah, hopefully we make it. Just a funny thing, I just joined the scrim. We're about to play. Paul's in the game. So,
Paul's playing.
I don't know. Yeah, Paul's in the game. It's Paul, Diamond Con, Standy, and Two-Real. So
right.
He's in the game. So Paul's in the game. To see how they look, and this should be some of our biggest competition. So I'm excited. This is our last practice. This is a best of 9, and yeah.
There you go. Paul got you, Trey.
Ready for the next show, man. Yeah.
Huh?
Ahead, Trey.
Paul got you, man. You talked shit and he got you.
Yeah, sure, man.
We're on the outro, baby.
Sure. Listen, it's an absolute pleasure. We appreciate all the support on the year. Episode 109, if I'm not mistaken. That's a lot of episodes.
Mm-hmm.
We appreciate everyone coming to us at the Champs as well. I had a lot of people at Champs come up to me saying they appreciate the show, especially when how we run it. And they like how long we have them too. There was a couple truck drivers that came up to me at Champs Rap basically saying that we save them every single Tuesday morning. So we appreciate that. And then they still watch all the other ones as well because they're grinders like that. So we appreciate that. Yeah, like Rab said, if it's not a show next Monday, keep rewatching this one. Keep running it up just because.
I like that.
We could be it's like we could be like a background noise when you're sleeping and stuff like that. That'd be great work. Yeah, keep running up those numbers. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel too. We are trying to reach 100,000. Maybe when MW4 takes off and everyone loves that game, we can.
It's gonna be great.
You know, we'll run the. Yeah, we're gonna hit 1 mil next year. That game's gonna go crazy.
For sure.
But no, it's a pleasure. It's a pleasure as always. For myself, Mr. Don Don Temp. Tactical Rab, we'll see you guys next time, whenever that may be. Don't get your hopes up. See you guys.
Take care, everyone.
Peace.